$1,000 that you can use towards a beach vacation, or to buy your own refrigerator, or to just buy a bunch of beer, stay home, and drink them. You know, like a staycation. It's the Mike Calta Summer Vacay Payday. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, if you don't leave me alone, you're gonna have to send me home, 'cause I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
All right, here we go. It's the Mike Calta Show.
Now, you ready for this? This is happening!
Good morning.
Good morning. We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Hey, wake up, stupid!
You know what I'm saying? I think you do.
Check 1, 2. Let's go, let's go, let's go! All systems are go.
Make some noise!
3, 2, 1.
It's the Mike Calta Show.
Mike! So many Mike! So many Mike! So many Mike! So many Mike! Don't confuse me. You are Mike. You are Mike. You are Mike. 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 So many jump. So many jump. So many jump. So many jump. Make a new baseball teammate.
It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, July 9th, 2025, and we are coming to you live. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Good. I was just looking at the Superman show times. So I thought it came out on Friday.
I think it comes out Thursday. Yeah, most movies come out Thursday.
Which means there's probably a sneak preview somewhere tonight.
Well, there were sneak previews yesterday. Amazon had a thing that if you were an Amazon Prime member, you could buy a ticket to a Wednesday screening.
How do I get into the Wednesday screening? I want to go to the Wednesday screening.
What's
There's
today?
got to be somebody.
Today is
very
Wednesday.
famous.
Yeah, I don't know.
Today is Wednesday. You're an Amazon Prime member.
I am. I'm double Amazon Prime member in this house.
How does that work?
My wife has one and I have one
Why?
because I have a business account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we have double Amazon Prime action happening.
Let him know. Hey, Jeff, I'm double Amazon.
Yeah.
Get me in. Let me
Come on,
see the
Jeff.
Superman.
I'm all alone. I got nothing to do.
Yeah, Superman early screens are available for Prime members. You can catch the film 3 days before its worldwide release.
So I could have gone yesterday.
Yeah, anybody can go if you've got Prime.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday I have a day yesterday. I had to go. I had a meeting after the show. I had to drive to Tampa, and then I came home, and I was like, I'm just gonna watch TV for a little while. Went to sleep. Woke up at 10 o'clock. I was like, my son came in my bedroom, and he was like, Hey, I go, hey, what time? What world are we in? I didn't even know what happened. Can I ask you a question? I get inundated with stuff on Instagram, which I don't know any of it to be true or not, so I can't, and I have no way of challenging it, but I'm starting to believe everything. How are we not digging up the pyramids? If Joe Rogan told us that there's all the tubes underneath the pyramid. Joe Rogan obviously knows everything. And there's all those things, they have all this information about it. How are we not just digging underneath it right now and trying to figure out what's going on?
Yeah,
I mean, it changes the entire way that we've thought for our whole lives. It changes everything, and there could be so many answers and keys to our past and our history, and all we need to do is some digging. Why aren't we digging?
I don't believe it's there. I think if it was there, they would be digging.
But also, you start digging, you're going to ruin what they have, and then also you're going to have some pharaoh's spirit that's going to be unleashed on the world.
Also,
you know what I mean?
They already may know what's in there
Oh,
or
that's
under
true.
it, and
Yeah.
they don't
Maybe
want
they
to
do.
tell us.
You don't need to
unleash
know.
it. Yeah,
Right.
you're right.
You
You're right.
double prime
Aliens.
member, all of a sudden you get to know what's under the pyramids?
Yeah.
I don't think that's how it works.
No, you just tell Jeff.
Yeah.
Whatever guy's name.
All of
was.
a sudden we have apocalypto, because you went digging.
You can't even
Or-
see Superman, let alone the pyramids.
Yeah.
Or what if it is like one of those stargates and we open up something that
Yeah.
fires up, and now we're able to go back in time or wherever.
Or
Meanwhile, that's where we're getting all our technology is through that Stargate.
Yeah.
right?
I
That's where
don't-
our energy comes from.
I don't believe in an afterlife. I feel like that's a sad realization, but I think as an adult, I realize that there's nothing. Your body is just made of carbon, and when you die, you die.
But isn't there an energy there? Some type of energy
No.
that has to go somewhere?
But there isn't, though. Everybody says that, but there isn't. I think the energy dies with you.
Well, they say when you die that there's like a tiny, you become a little bit lighter when your soul leaves your body.
Yeah, or that could
That's
just be
measurable.
oxygen.
Well, it could be, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they're saying.
Even for fat guys?
Even for fat guys.
Yeah, at least for 1 second I was kidding.
The sweet release of death
Yeah.
makes me not fat.
Sweet release of death. Here's the only thing that I think that is the saving grace. And I don't even know if it's really saving or not, but the idea that this is heavy for 6:07 in the morning. The idea that space is infinite and constantly expanding makes me think that maybe you do go somewhere else because it's growing. And I don't know. Do you know we sent up a Mars, not a Mars rover, but a satellite to go just as far as it can go?
Yeah.
And it has been traveling for 48 years, and it hasn't even gone one light day, let alone a light year.
Yeah.
And so we have no idea how far. Imagine traveling light years. Imagine traveling hundreds of light years away. We have no idea whatsoever. But what if space is expanding because every time you die, your energy or whatever goes into space and becomes something over there, or just
Yeah, but that's the thing is you have no idea.
You have no
so
idea.
you have no idea whether there's infinite numbers of Mike Keltas in other
Right.
galaxies.
I don't
You
wanna
know what I
meet
mean?
them.
Like a
The
multiverse?
Yeah,
Yeah.
multiverse. It could totally be. That's why every once in a while you'll see your doppelganger,
Yeah.
and it's because they got recycled through and they're like, oh, we put 2 on Earth. Whoops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're just like, I don't know.
Yeah, but we don't know that space is infinite. We only know what's been told to us.
Yeah, for all we know, it's
Yeah.
it's
We're being lied to.
Truman Show.
Yeah.
Have you heard
But-
about the ocean that they just found?
no a new ocean.
There's an ocean underneath all of our oceans that's 3 times the size of our ocean.
By the way, that's the real thing.
Yeah.
man, is the
Like-
stuff underwater. There's stuff underwater. We have no idea what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And you think about all the different things. We talk about octopus all the time, that octopus are totally aliens. There are things that can completely change colors.
Yeah.
And how is there a thing underwater that's electric?
Also,
You know what I mean? That's,
Also-
it's not plugged into something.
Yeah.
the thing with the octopus is that it shares no DNA with anything else on Earth.
Nothing.
Yeah, and tastes delicious when you eat it. Yeah,
It's
if they're
wild.
aliens. I've eaten a lot of those aliens.
Yeah. The underwater, this deep sea, that is way more fascinating to me than outer space. Because it's right here.
If octopus are aliens, the Greeks have already conquered them. You can go down there to any sponge dock and get some broiled octopus, and it's delicious.
It does taste delicious.
Yeah, so the Greeks won that one.
One of the few seafood items I enjoy is
You do. You like the
Octopus,
octopus.
yeah.
Can't eat it after watching that documentary.
what happened
I
in the
would have
documentary?
eaten, I would
My
have eaten that octopus.
My octopus teacher.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
see it.
Oh, it's really good, and you won't want to eat
Oh,
octopus.
I love getting the little
Totally would have eaten
suction
octopus.
cups stuck on my tongue and
Yeah.
stuff. It's great.
Nice.
I watched that movie and I was like, oh, no, that's good. And my wife's like, I love him. I go, I'd eat him. I would totally eat him.
That's great.
I sent your wife a video of an albino raccoon the other day.
Oh, great. The one that was trying to get food?
Yeah.
I saw that, yeah. Don't send them to me, by the way. So you notice Galvin said I didn't send it to you.
No.
I sent it to my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which I am still amazed at the amount of guys that send stuff to my wife to listen to the show. Like not just videos, but like messages and stuff.
Yeah.
Carmen, that one guy that I told you about.
Yeah.
Still? Yeah. I want to punch that guy in the throat.
Block him.
No. It's never like, it's never really inappropriate. It's just creepy.
Yeah. But once it crosses that line.
It crossed the day one. But my
Yeah.
wife doesn't engage in anything. So she just
Ignores it.
Yeah.
Is their profile public or is it just private?
I think it's private.
Right.
Yeah. But I think she was like, I think one day she got an influx of, like I tagged her in something and she got an influx of ads and she was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, I'll add people, sure. But nobody bothers her. It's just that I see them every once in a while and I'm like, what do you think your goal is? What do you think you're going to do? She's going to go, oh, you think so? And
my husband is a loser, you say.
No, nobody's ever. No, it's not. I mean, I'm sure there's some of that in there.
Right.
But it's just the ones that are like overtly flirtatious.
I mean,
I'd
never try to kill you.
Do you think any of them ever look at you and they go, I mean, if he got her, I could probably get her away from him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I get that all the time.
I'm better than
Nobody seemed to have been able to do that.
Yeah.
It's been 20-something years.
Yeah, there's plenty of people that think they're better than you and they could probably, get her away.
My favorite is they think, well, if it wasn't for the money, you would. I don't have nearly the amount of money that Carmen thinks that I have, and
You have more.
We've been over this.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I don't have
I
as
have a
much
good
as you
idea.
think I have.
I have a good idea.
Carmen came in short.
Yeah. and the other thing is that what was it? Oh yeah, is that we've been together so long. God, she's been through so many poor years. The poor years outweigh the rich years
Yeah.
for sure. And she was there in the beginning for the poor. The beginning was the poor years
Fired AM radio guy.
while she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And but at that time, I wasn't making garbage money. You know?
No.
So I mean, we're talking about 20 years ago.
That was 16 refrigerators ago.
You kidding me? That one, we were using the refrigerator that came with the apartment. I have to tell you, I don't mind apartment living. That when we lived in Tampa, we lived in a place that was on the water. It was an apartment that lived that had a channel of water behind it where people could pull boats up to, and then the houses across the channel were like $1 million houses, and it was nice. It was a nice apartment.
I had a really nice apartment in Sarasota, but that was the only time I had a nice apartment.
Why did you live in Sarasota?
I was working down there
Where?
at iHeart.
I think we talked about that.
Yeah.
Who were you working with?
Ron Miller.
He came out to our Whiskey Willie's gig.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I guess he lives around here.
Yeah, he lives in Lutz now.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. So, and you were on the air in that Sarah. Did you work with Brent?
I did.
Or Brent,
no,
you did?
no,
He was already here.
He came to work with you, and I took his old job.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I've been helping you out for a long time.
You've really been involved in my entire radio career.
Inadvertently.
Yeah.
You and Hoppy. Yeah. I've molded two of the greatest.
Great. Legends.
Oh, smokes, man. I was looking at the stuff for the Bone Beach Bash yesterday. There's no way that calendar works. The schedule, rather.
Oh, yeah?
I don't think anybody follows through with any of that. I think it's just going to be a hodgepodge of Carmen doing everybody else's stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Saw that coming from a mile away.
Carmen, I don't know where Mike is. You got to go over here and host this thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Pete leading the Pitbull toddler hootenanny that's happening. in
That's
the house.
hilarious.
The best is it's 2 weeks away and nobody has even planned for that.
What's the hootenanny? Is it not?
Calvin just explained it right there.
You know what it's going to be? It's going to be Matt and Zach playing more songs and Pete noodling over top of them.
That sounds about right.
Because, I mean, really, what do they think we're going to do? Just jam?
Well, we've done that before, and that's the problem. They've seen us do that before, so they think that we can just do it at any time.
But it's like when you guys did it, it was just so natural and it came about. I don't know. My question from day one was, why are you trying to put such a schedule together? Like I
Well,
understand
you
having
should have a frame
Right.
of how
Yeah.
things
But
are going to go.
but just like the cruise, we have a frame and things naturally happen around that frame.
It should be
Right.
just more of a hang.
Right. We don't have every hour of every second scheduled out. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
was like, why don't we do it? And they're like, no. We got to make sure that you guys are out there hanging out with the listeners, which I get, but we'll naturally do that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So putting a schedule to it just makes it, I don't know. But again, I'll be paddleboarding.
Yeah.
So
All right.
come paddleboard with me.
Among other
But
things.
Yeah.
I'll be watching Pete noodle over Matt and Zach.
Yeah. But I am excited for paddleboarding.
The Hootenanny. All right.
Is that what?
Yeehaw.
Yeah, and I have something that I wasn't even sure if I was going to bring up on the air because it's so embarrassing.
Oh boy.
I was going through my old Gmail yesterday. I got an alert from Gmail that said, "Hey, buddy, you haven't logged into this account in 2 years. Log in or you're going to lose it." So I logged in, and then I went through it to see what was in there, and I found the first Pipple Toddler song that we wrote and recorded.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is
An original?
awful. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But the problem is it's got Shane on it, and Shane was writing the words to the song, so he kind of had word like it just sounds like it's
Yeah.
kind of him singing, like Pete noodling over Matt and Zach. It's him singing over us playing, and I can't. It's just hard. It's hard to listen to.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to play this more than I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Was that the one and only
No,
attempted original?
We
No.
did, well, yeah, an original. No, we had an original.
we had a couple originals.
Yeah, but it was we had two recordings. We had that, and we had Poker Face, the Lady Gaga song.
Yeah.
We did a version of Poker Face that was
Yeah.
equally as awful.
No, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah,
I've
it was-
never seen you guys don't do that anymore?
No, we
No.
haven't done it for a long time.
Yeah, I
wouldn't
remember
even
that.
Remember that? I don't even remember how to play the original song. Although listening to it, it sounded pretty simple. I was so nervous. I used to be so nervous to play those songs. I was like, oh. Now I just screw up and go. Oh. I look
Yeah.
at John. John goes,
No.
wrong string. I go. Yeah. So our next gig, obviously,
The Hootenanny.
the Hootenanny. Well, I mean, the Hootenanny's on Friday, isn't it? And then Pipple Toddler's playing on Saturday.
I did not open the email.
I'm not scheduled to be at the Hootenanny, so
Good luck,
don't-
Pete.
I don't have an acoustic bass.
Don't worry, Gio. You're not scheduled for anything.
Perfect.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You got all the work?
No, I only have paddleboarding, but remember the whole thing was everyone needs to have something on the schedule.
Oh,
I just fly under the radar, man.
Gio got away with it.
Yeah.
Pat has something.
Yes, I do.
What do you have?
I'll be pickling balls at the.
Right in your wheelhouse.
Yep. At 11 o'clock on Saturday.
All right.
Oh, Mike, you are scheduled for the
The Hootenanny?
Hootenanny.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I guess I'll be singing.
What's your role? Does it say what he's supposed to be doing?
Bud Light Acoustic Afterglow with Pitbull Toddler
After
I'm going to send him an email and
at
be
the
like,
fire pits, and it says Mike, Pete, Galvin, John, Josh.
Yes.
Mike,
will
do you
they
know?
be? Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you know where the fire pits are? Because you're the only one of us that's been there before. Do you know where the fire pits are?
I have a feeling we're going to be able to find them.
I have
Yeah.
a feeling Mike's not walking to the fire pit.
Oh, no. You'd be surprised. Mike is very mobile these days.
Oh, Tom will get him there.
Oh, Carmen, also, they have a golf cart there.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of where the fire pit is. I mean, it's right outside the rooms is where the stage is, like by the bar, and the fire pit's got to be close by to that. So last time I was there, I played a grueling game of ping pong with my son that always seemed to cost me a lot of money. I always go, all right, I'll be up by 2 points. I'll go, I'll bet you $20. And then I let him catch up, and then next thing you know, he beats me, and I'm in at $60. I'm into it. Yeah. That kid's been sharking me for a little while.
I have a feeling I'm going to be saying no thanks a lot.
What do you mean?
Hey, Galvin,
Galvin.
can you blah, blah, blah? No thanks.
Did you figure out how much you're getting paid, Carmen?
Yep. The same as everybody else.
Oh,
I hope
no.
it better not be the
Did
same
you
as everybody else.
Did you straight up ask?
I mean, that I did, and that's
Yeah.
what it was told because everyone was going to have events. So we were then all doing extra work, so we get our room and then we get a little side thing,
Right.
know. But because we were all having events, that's why.
Gio, write a letter to John. Make sure I'm not getting the same thing. As
Yeah.
Well,
of
well
course.
obviously.
You said the same. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, hosts are in a different category, buddy.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure I'm getting more than the other.
Listen,
ones.
I'm not even on the list, so
Yeah.
it's,
yeah,
But
it's
you're
true.
still getting paid the same as I am.
Gio,
So-
Gio, you are at an event.
Whoa,
I
no,
see,
no.
I
That
see it right here.
That one doesn't count, Galvin. I'm sorry.
What is that one?
what's the event?
Neutral pool party.
Is the pool
Oh,
party.
yeah,
But
that counts?
No, it doesn't because those are our quote unquote like meet and greets. So everyone is scheduled for those.
Oh, perfect.
So it was like that was one of those things that were like included. And then we were all supposed to have like an individual event like Pat Pap's pickleball, my
Pickling
paddleboard.
balls.
Yeah.
But yeah. So.
Listen, it's quite possible nobody wanted me. You ever think of that?
I could
Oh,
see
I
that.
know. I was,
Yeah.
you know.
They pitched the idea and they said no.
Not you.
They said it's not.
Then they told Carmen, "You see how good it feels to be wanted."
Yeah,
They
yeah.
sold it to her on that.
We could have
No,
Gio
they-
do that. And they're like, no, thank you.
Carmen, if you want, you could join the Hoot Nanny.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
All
Was
right.
it at 11 o'clock? That is late.
I'm gonna write back to them and be like, "Dear Cox, will you be purchasing me an acoustic bass because I don't have one?"
Yeah.
Oh.
Listen, you're trying to get your name out there, Carmen. I think this is a good
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah. 14 years.
You're on the
still-
come. You're on the come up.
Yep.
You
We're
know?
one big family, Carmen.
Yeah. It's a great opportunity.
I gotta find my egg shaker.
Oh yeah.
You get one of those boxes you said on the
Anyone-
thing?
Nope.
Jeez.
Where were we that I destroyed Spanishes? A live gig?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was
Tambourine, maybe?
Oh, we have a tambourine.
Yeah, there you
but
go.
Josh will be using
Oh.
it. That's Josh's instrument.
A girl grabbed the tambourine the other night and I went, no.
The best is Tim Clark tried to tambourine with us one time, and he was so offbeat that Galvin couldn't play along with him. He was like, "You're
I
throwing
go,
me off."
stop it. I go,
Yeah.
you're not even close to being on time.
Overall, I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I
I
think
think
it's
it's going to be
Yeah.
a blast.
Yeah.
I think you know.
If you don't see me, I'm probably hosting an event somewhere.
Right. Right.
Oh,
Is Rough Shot Todd coming?
I don't think so. Maybe.
All right. It's going to be fun.
I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to. I got a bunch of pool shirts, so I'll be good there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a new shirt?
Yeah. I got this for Father's Day.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that. It's blue.
Is that from Bobby Kelly?
What do you mean? Did he buy it for me?
Yeah.
No, my wife bought it for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just know he rocks the Pumas. That's a Puma?
No,
A Puma or
it's Tommy Bahama.
Oh, I thought it. Oh, okay. I saw the thing. I thought it was the Puma
Yeah.
logo.
No, it's she bought me my wife hates my wardrobe, which I kind of agree with her. I'm definitely at the bottom of the wardrobe list. So in order to try and expand on that, she's mixed in some colors.
What does she hate about it? I mean, what are you going to wear?
I mean, it's pretty uniform. I
Right.
like it. I like it. It leaves out the what am I going to wear kind of thing. And the good thing about it is when we go out to do stuff, I never dress that way. Like I never dress in a sleeveless shirt and basketball shorts. I dress appropriately. And that's different. That I can do. But every day, I actually was looking at a picture yesterday of where I was wearing a sleeveless shirt and basketball shorts, and I went, I did it. I accomplished it. I've lived almost my full adult life dressing comfortably, wearing what I want. That is what is very, like I look around, my grandfather used to wear a white T-shirt every day, just like a white Hanes T-shirt and a pair of black work pants. Like what's that company that makes the work pants?
Dickies.
Carhartt or Dickies or one of those. He used to wear those black pants and a white T-shirt every day. Different ones. But he just wore it every day, and it made his choices very easy. He got up, grabbed the white T-shirt, grabbed his pants, went there and sat in his rocking chair. And I thought, that guy knows what's up.
It's the way to do it.
It's the way to do it.
Look at Joe. He never changes his clothes.
That's right.
Never.
Doesn't have to.
Yeah.
I could, if I had to draw Joe, I'd draw him in those clothes.
Yeah.
We'd
Yeah.
nail it the right way. And Galvin, similar situation.
Yeah.
Different band shirt.
Different.
different black
band
shirt.
Yeah, different black band shirt every day.
Yeah.
Same situation. He knows what he wants to wear.
Makes
Got
it
his
easy.
uniform. Yeah. Oh, it's if Carmen was here, it would probably be more difficult
No.
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 for me. I would feel the pressure of having to
for
not
1
change
week.
not change my clothes, but I'd have to get up earlier and make sure my hair looked good.
Wait.
Definitely.
Bringing
Your
my
hair can look different.
In case today's the day. Yeah, my hair could look different.
No, it can't.
Unless you shaved it.
I thought about it this weekend. I came dangerously
do
close.
it.
Dude, you got to warn us. If you
No.
walked in here with your head shaved,
yeah.
I'd have to leave probably.
Why?
I don't know. That'd be wild.
It would be weird, right?
Yeah.
No.
I took a picture and I saw in the picture, I wasn't surprised, but I saw how far back my hairline was and how whisper the top was. And I thought, I look like Pete, and Pete should just shave it. So I'm just going to shave it off. And then I thought, today's the day I'm going to shave it. And then I realized I didn't bring my shaver. And
Yeah.
I thought that's a sign from God.
I really don't think you'd look that different.
I
Yeah,
think I
probably
would.
not.
Like if Galvin walks in with a shaved head,
Yeah.
that's mind blowing.
Sure.
That'd be holy hell.
I would-
You walk in, I think we hardly
It would
notice.
take a couple of minutes to adjust,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
If you lost the beard, that would be pretty shocking. But the hair, it's kind of
So you keep the beard, but shave the head.
yeah.
What if my head is what if I shave it and it's just so, it looks like a Sharpay's butthole in the back?
I mean, you're not hiding it now. Is the
Right.
thing.
Like, what does it look like now?
I don't know. You tell me. I can't see it.
Sharpay's butthole.
So then just shave it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Again, the little bit of hair on the back isn't hiding
Right.
what
What's
your head
underneath?
looks like.
Right.
You've already come this far. There's really not much left to go.
There's something pretty freeing about just shaving off. Like I see why Britney Spears did it one day. You just get frustrated. And you're like, I'm just shaving it.
I had my head shaved for years
Yeah,
until
you-
people started saying I was a white supremacist
Yeah. Right.
and a skinhead, and then I let my hair grow out.
Or just an
Still say that.
asshole.
Yeah.
Because you could grow it and you were shaving it bald.
When I was working with Spice, he started telling people that I was a Nazi and a white supremacist, and that's why I shaved my head.
Why were you shaving your head?
I
Hot or
yeah,
just-
I did it one summer, like right after high school, and then I just kept it that way because it was easy and it was nice and cool.
That was my brother, man. My brother, he had like a crew cut since he was a kid.
Yeah,
And then kept it tight. And then one day he was like 45 years old and he went, boom, full head of hair. And I went, what are you, son of a bitch?
yeah.
You just had it the whole time and you just kept, you were chasing it away.
Well, what Corey at work, same thing. He had,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That was
But he's
crazy.
actually really a Nazi.
No.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I saw him at a meeting. I'm kidding.
Yeah, it was just easy to cut it that way, and then I kept it for probably almost 10 years.
Wow.
And then one day I was like, let me let my hair grow out, and here I am. Now I'm just clinging on.
Yeah, Klingon. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a couple of wrinkles away from a Klingon.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't think you'd be that big a difference.
I think it would actually be better because
Yeah.
that I'd have less to worry about, just like getting dressed.
But
Yeah.
you would have to shave it.
That's
often.
fine. I have one of those like old school Norelco head shavers. Not a head shaver, but like one of those 3-wheel
right.
shavers.
I used to do it about every week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah,
is when I would
don't
do
mi-
it.
I don't mind that. That's easy. Listen, the day that I come in here bald is the day my wife looks at me and says, "You should shave your head." That's it.
Yeah,
The day that she says you shave it bald is the day that I'll be like, okay.
And what does she say now? Don't shave it?
Yeah, but she's not
Get
like
away from me.
she's not like I love your hair. She's just like, no, leave it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's like, I like a little hair there. I was like, okay. But the day that she looks at me and goes, I'm sick of looking at the wispy hair.
yeah.
Take it down. I'll
Do you-
take it down.
Do you comb it or style it, or what do you do?
Yeah, like if I just let it go.
It's so short now that I don't. There's
but
not
it's
a whole
not.
lot.
It's not.
No.
I have it like pushed down, like kind of like gel. Like if I just towel dried it after the shower, like this morning I wet it and I towel dried it and it's like it sticks out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But not over here.
Yeah.
Just over here on the side. I look like a koala.
Oh,
On
wow.
the side. So I had to kind of like push it down a little bit.
All right.
That's it.
Yeah, I
I
remember.
can't give you all the secrets of my
Yeah,
dirty
it's-
Gio. Come on.
It's hard to. Maybe I'm seeing it differently.
Yeah.
I remember he came in one day and he goes, I forgot to put gel in my hair. And I go, yeah, shocking. It looks so different.
Yeah. Oh,
It
no.
Feels
Like
different.
you to yourself, everybody to their self, their hair looks different, if they didn't do this or
Yeah.
whatever, but meanwhile, nobody notices. So many times now, like I'll be wearing a hat or doing something, whatever, and then I have to take a hat off and I'm just like, I don't know. That's it. You know what I mean? This is it. This is how my hair goes.
You still have like a ton of hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I saw your dad, so you're probably going to keep.
Yeah.
Oh, he's fine.
100%.
There's no sign that you're going to go bald anytime soon.
No.
Carmen, you're good with babysitting on Saturday?
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah.
I asked Carmen if she was interested in doing a favor and babysitting on Saturday, but kind of gave you like 10 outs in that text because if you were like, no, I don't want you to feel guilty about it or anything.
Right.
I won't feel like you had to say yes because but you
Dog
were the first
sitting
option.
or
No,
babysitting?
babysitting. Babies.
Actual babies?
No.
Max and James, Bobby's son and Lewis's son are going to be here.
Bobby's son?
Yeah, but they're in a place that he's 12.
Chill at the house.
Yeah, I wouldn't leave those kids alone.
So that's kind of what I was thinking. They're old enough, like I'm not gonna have to like wipe butts.
No.
I think, you know what I mean?
You're not going to have to do anything but
you
make
never
sure they
know.
don't set the house on fire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like I have like the dance game. I figured they might want to like play something new.
Yeah.
So I was gonna bring that over, but for the most part, I figured it was just kind of gonna be like playing a little bit, and then
Carmen,
also,
if they're 12-year-old boys, they'll probably want to watch you do that.
No, you play. You play dance.
Here, put the bikini top on again.
Yeah. No, you take my turn. Go ahead.
Carmen ends up in Hot or Not on Monday.
wait a minute, no.
All right, good. I'm glad that helps out. I just wanted to make sure you were cool with that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like
Yeah.
so like the only thing we have Saturdays, like we have a 7-on-7 in the morning, like afternoon.
yeah.
I'll be done by like noon.
Coach Carmen.
Right, Coach Carmen. So
Oh, no. 7-on-7 is not football.
Sorry.
yes, it is.
Got him confused.
But yeah, all I have is that, and then basically after this last weekend, I need a break from drinking until the beach bash. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Drink with the kids.
No, no, Gio. And that's why you're not babysitting.
Exactly. All right, that's awesome. Thank you.
Of course.
Good. Because Lewis is going to be here tomorrow, and he is shooting his special at Side Splitters on Saturday, and he'll be there all weekend. He'll be doing shows Thursday through Saturday, and then Bobby will be here on Friday, and he'll be hosting, or I don't think he'll be hosting, but he'll be directing the special on Saturday. I might go up and do a few.
Oh.
I hope people try and talk to Bobby a lot while he's
directing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good like that.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we got Sporkle. It is Wednesday. Galvin has a brand new open letter, and we got stuff to give away. Carmen will tell you what that is when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to Tampa Bay's most listened to morning show, The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Checking that traffic this morning, still no accidents. Planned construction in Pinellas County on State Road 688 East beyond US 19. The right lane is blocked there. That is your Tampa Bay traffic.
Gas goes up, groceries go up, and yep, so does your power bill. Solar Bear helps you fight back with the first 12 months completely free, protecting you from rising costs. Solar Bear, own your energy. Visit solarbear.com.
Your favorite undead wrapped rockers. Here come the mummies. Return to Clearwater at the Billheimer Capitol Theater Saturday, July 26th. Some say they are cursed. Others say they are reincarnated Grammy-winning musicians. Don't miss the funk rock band, Here Come the Mummies, Saturday, July 26th at the Billheimer Capitol Theater. Tickets on sale now at RuthEckerdHall.com.
Weather type Mike, can you tell us why hurricane-resistant windows are so expensive and why they are worth the price?
Now, are they pricey? Yes. But so is replacing your roof and your living room and your collection of signed lightning jerseys after the storm blows through. It's an investment in your home's safety, value, and energy efficiency. Plus, they can lower your insurance premium, and trust me, the only thing I've seen drop faster than my deductible after installing them is my willpower in front of a cookie.
I mean, it's logical if you think about it. When has cheaper really ever been the better option when it comes to protecting anything? We've all been through it, days or sometimes hours before a hurricane hits Tampa Bay, struggling and scrambling to get shutters up, plywood. Why do all that when you could simply call WeatherTight Windows and be prepared all year long? Call WeatherTight Windows today and get your home protected now.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
Market volatility isn't slowing down. If you're nearing retirement, now is not the time to wait and see. Every day of uncertainty can put your future at risk. It's time to diversify. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I want you to know you can create certainty, locking in guaranteed income for life. This means predictable, stable cash flow, even in turbulent times. You've worked too hard to leave your retirement to chance. Right now, there are options to receive up to 30% upfront or annual growth of up to 10% for retirement income. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't wait. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any examples provided are hypothetical. Annuities are issued with prospectus and sales brochures and should be reviewed carefully before funding as features and benefits vary. DBA in most states as Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
If you want great food, cold beer, and a reason to get off the couch, Hooters has it locked down this summer. Start with their Buffalo Shrimp Special. 10 shrimp tossed in whatever sauce you're craving, plus a pile of fries, and it won't crush your wallet either. Or switch it up. Hit the tacos. 3 options: shrimp tacos, mahi tacos if you're feeling fancy, or chicken tender tacos if you're staying landlocked. And yeah, they throw in curly fries or tots because they actually know what you want. Now, let's talk beer. Big Daddy mugs of Bud or Bud Light, just $6. Mick Ultra, $6.50, or just go big with buckets, 5 for $25. They have 11 locations in the Tampa Bay area, and everybody loves Hooters. Plus, they have 2 new locations coming this summer. Go to originalhooters.com to find the location near you. Stop by Hooters and make sure you tell them Mike Calta sent you.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
We love telling you about Win Derby at Derby Lane, an institution in Pinellas County, right on Gandy Boulevard. It's like walking back into the good old days of table games. You got $5 minimums at some of the tables. They've got appetizers coming by every few hours and free cocktails while you're playing.
Yeah, it's real simple and real fun. You can play Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, Mississippi Stud, and I Love Suits. And if you don't know what beats what, just look up the poker hand rankings on the mural. It'll give you a little guidance.
I got to say, I am somebody who's not played a bunch of poker in my life. So being able to look up at this amazing, a very beautiful mural, if I may say so myself, that breaks down everything. Royal flush, straight flush, 4 of a kind, full house, straight. I can be a genius even if I'm really not. You've got to check out Win Derby at Derby Lane.
Great place to host your next event, too. If you have an office party or a bunch of friends getting together, head on out to the legendary Derby Lane. You can all win some money, have a great time, and walk out of there with more money in your pockets than you walked in with. It is the legendary Derby Lane.
So many people want to buy a home, to plant roots, to stop renting, to build wealth. But life throws obstacle after obstacle. I get it. Interest rates went up. Prices fell out of reach. And for many families, even those who've outgrown their current home, they're stuck just watching the market climb. But here's the truth. The market has shifted. We're now in a buyer's market, and that changes everything. Sellers are more willing to cover your closing costs, make repairs, even negotiate price. That means you hold the cards right now. So, how long will you wait? When's the right time? It's now, and I'm here to help you win. I'm Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger on 102.5 The Bone. We're a direct lender, so no middleman, so you always get the best rate and terms. Call me now at 813-213-4009. That's 813-213-4009. Or apply online at WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com.
Keeping your engines healthy means protecting them in season and out. Experts trust Stable to do that. And third-party testing confirms it. Stable is the industry leader in preventing fuel-related issues, no matter if you use it in your car, boat, or outdoor power equipment. In season or out, at every fill-up or when you store, start with Stable.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Neutral is sending you to see Cage the Elephant open for Oasis in LA. Scan the QR code at the Kangaroo Bar, Diesels, and Tropics. Visit 1073theeagle.com for more details. Neutral, keep it tasty.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Register to bid at Mecum.com for Mecum's Florida Summer Special. Open today through Saturday, July 12th at Osceola Heritage Park with 1,500 muscle cars, classics, Corvettes, trucks, exotics, hot rod customs, and more. That's Mecum.com.
If you've been hurt in an accident, Bernetti PA is here with a quick response. One call and we're on it. It's fast, easy, and focused on you. Quick action, real results. Bernetti PA, we're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Mike Calta here from my friends at Lifeguard Imaging. I'm here with Frank Maldonado.
Alive, opportunity came to utilize early detection scanning, which we do, and it's been a remarkable change.
What would you say to someone who's putting off getting scanned?
Mike, it's obvious sooner than later is important in many aspects of our life. It's never more important when you're talking about a deadly disease that could be developing within your body.
And what would you say to someone who feels like they're healthy and they don't need a scan? Maybe they got a physical and their blood work was fine, so they think they're healthy.
I can't think of a single person who died of heart disease or cancer and knew about the disease before it was too late. Everybody believes they're healthy until the point of no return.
Stop putting this off. You have the chance to take control of your health today. Think early detection as an investment. Just like you would invest in your home or your car to ensure longevity, investing in your health is the best way to ensure you or your loved ones are around you for years to come. The earlier that you detect heart disease or cancer, the better your chance to treat it. You don't have to die from these silent killers. Lifeguard Imaging is offering our listeners a free heart scan valued at $599 with a few minimum requirements for you and your spouse. Visit lifeguardimaging.com today or call 813-649-5214. lifeguardimaging.com.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar tonight, 7 p.m. Embassy Suites, USF, 3705 Spectrum Boulevard in Tampa. 1-800-875-PASS. CamtechSchool.com.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Stern from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio. It's heating up, and I'm not just talking about the weather. I'm talking about Rivard Buick GMC's quest to be the #1 GMC dealer in the country. With the help of customers from Tampa Bay and all over the state trusting Rivard for the purchase of their new vehicle, they're closer than ever to that #1 spot. To ensure Rivard Buick GMC gets that #1 spot, they have over 1,000 vehicles in stock and the biggest discounts they've ever had, like up to $14,000 off MSRP on new Sierras. Visit RivardBuickGMC.com today and take advantage of their hunt to be #1. GMC, we are professional grade.
The heat is on, and when the heat is on, your AC is on, and when your AC is on, your money is gone. Power companies love it, but Solar Bear says enough is enough. Stop renting your power from the power companies. Go solar now and own your power and get your first 12 months completely free. That's 0 power payments for an entire year. Solar Bear is Florida's local solar expert, not some national chain. With over a decade of experience and thousands of 5-star reviews, they're the name you can trust. Call Solar Bear today or visit solarbear.com and start saving before your next bill shows up.
Downtown St. Pete got a whole lot thirstier. It's the grand opening of Thirsty First at our new
new location on Central Avenue. Catch the UFC fights, groove to a DJ, or relax in the upstairs VIP lounge. There's something for everyone. Come check out our new vibe. You're going to love it. Thirsty First.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
One of the things with running is I want to enjoy the run, but I never made it very far because the arches in my feet just killed me. So when I got to the end of my rope and I said, I have to do something to get rid of the pain, and a couple people recommended the Good Feet store to me. I loved how I could go in and get a free personalized arch support fitting. They put that time, that work, that effort into helping you find the right arch supports. And you can walk around the store with these in your shoes and try them out before you purchase them. So after I got my arch supports, the arches on my feet stopped hurting and the pain instantly, literally instantly went away. So if you have pain, go. Find a Good Feet store and go. There is an answer. Find the simple solution that will get rid of your pain. I'm Rondi, and that's my Good Feet story.
See how Good Feet arch supports work for you before you buy with a free fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
Hurricane season's not just coming, it's here. So don't let your generator fail when you need it most. Now through July 31st, get $50 off generator maintenance from the trusted pros at Hawkins Service Co. They're going to make sure your backup power is ready when the lights go out. Don't wait for the storm to hit to find out if you're ready. You can schedule now at hawkinsserviceco.com or give them a call, 813-445-8209. They handle plumbing, electric, HVAC, pool repair. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Why'd I go to the doctor? One day at the firehouse, I was so lightheaded I could barely stand. Even my crew noticed. Getting checked out was the right call. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit NoTimeToWait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
$6:48 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 1025 The Bone. 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. If you've been thinking about doing some changes around your home, whether it's your custom patio, you want to have pavers put down maybe around your pool or in your driveway, you want to update your house, you can do so much without actually doing a lot. And you can have Waterman Properties do it all for you. They're your go-to for bringing your summer vision to life, whether you're remodeling, rebuilding, or repairing from a storm. Waterman Properties handles everything from demolition to install with expert care and zero runaround. That's the worst part when you're trying to do work like this, is finding a company you can trust. Waterman Properties is your company. They'll give you personalized service, transparent, honest pricing, guaranteed same-day response. There's no waiting, no excuses, just quality work done right. Find them online at their new website, watermanproperties.net. That's watermanproperties.net. Or give them a call anytime at 813-715-7383. 813-715-7383. Let them come on out. Maybe they'll give you some ideas of what you want to do. Widen the driveway, put new pavers around the pool. You could do a little and make your house look so much better. And, of course, if you're still suffering from storm damage, which, having spent some time at the beach this weekend, I can't believe how many people are, They can do all that for you, too. WatermanProperties.net. Tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. I believe Waterman has come up with a very, I don't want to say what it is, a wonderful gift for everybody at the Bone Beach Bash.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
It'll be good. Everybody will appreciate it, I think.
Very nice.
Carmen, good morning to you. What do we have to give away today?
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have a bunch of stuff. So we have tickets for...
By the way, did you get my text? I didn't look to see if you responded.
I did.
Yeah. Do we know that that's a mistake?
I did not see it on the log, but so I'll have to go back and find it.
We are running a promo that says that if you go, I don't know, scan the QR code, you can go watch Stupid Cage the Elephant open for Oasis in L.A. You can win a trip to go do that, which is pretty cool, except they tagged it with the eagle on it. But I would like to do that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I watched a lot of that Oasis show that they did here. I don't know. I also don't want to be in that big-ass crowd because there was a lot of people. England, somehow they put on shows for like 100,000 people at a time.
Yeah.
The biggest stadiums. That's so, like, how do you enjoy a show
I don't
when
know,
you're all the
yeah.
way in the back?
I don't understand that.
Yeah. Like, why bother going? Just watch it on TV.
You're just sitting with a bunch of people watching a video screen
Right.
and could possibly get crushed.
I mean, you can hear it, but it's not, I don't know. It's whatever. But I watched it. I thought they did very well. They sounded great. And I was like, I'd like to see that, but not enough to travel. But anyway, what else we got going on?
Okay, so we have tickets for The Offspring.
Okay, that is this weekend.
Yes. Suicide Boys.
All right.
Kesha.
Okay.
Monster Jam.
Yeah.
And A Day to Remember with Yellow Card.
All right. So we got some decent prizes.
Now, do you remember when you said you were going to see The Offspring?
I did, but the problem was I forgot Bobby was here this weekend. Yeah. I was thinking about going up until yesterday, and I was like, I can't go. I got Lewis's special on Saturday. So that is what I'm going to be doing.
Okay.
On Saturday. If Offspring was on Friday, I'd go. 2 calls dropped off, 3 calls, and then 2 filled, 3 back up. All right. Oh, there we go. All right. Carmen is the keeper of Sport Gold. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, let's do this. Galvin is at 2 in a row, I believe.
Yes.
Going for 3. All right. Carmen, what are we playing today?
Okay, today we're going to be playing Sports Siblings. Okay, so I'm going to give you their first names. You're going to give me their last names. And these are siblings that both played professional sports.
Okay.
All right.
And for the most part, it's 3 sports. Okay, American football, baseball, and tennis.
Okay.
And it's a mix between all of them.
All
okay.
right.
Your first one, Aaron and Brett.
Favre.
Boone.
Mike. Billy and Cal.
Ripken.
Mike. Champ and Boss.
Hog.
Football.
Bailey.
Geo. Dizzy and Daffy.
Reed.
Baseball.
Dizzy Reed played
I know.
piano.
Dizzy and Daffy. Baseball.
Duck.
I don't know.
Dizzy was a baseball pitcher, wasn't he?
Dean.
Yeah, Dizzy Dean.
Dizzy Dean, Daffy Dean. No point. Dom, Vince, and Joe. Baseball.
Mattingly?
Tori. Oh, what did I say? I got the wrong one.
Dom, Vince, and Joe. Baseball.
LaRusso.
DiMaggio.
I took the wrong one.
No point. Eli and
Manning.
Yeah.
Gio. Jason and Jeremy.
Giambi.
Mike. Joe and Phil.
Rizzuto.
Necro. Mike Calta. Ken and George. Baseball.
Brett.
Mike.
Who's Ken Brett?
I don't know. You came up with it.
He played.
Maybe I did.
And Pap.
Oh,
We're
no.
halfway there.
Galvin is not on the board. He has a total of 0 points. Gio
That's
with
what not on the board means.
Gio has 2, and Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 5.
5?
That's right. Cinco.
All right. We are doing sports siblings. Your next one. Excuse me.
Yeah. All right. Take your time.
No. Levon and Orlando.
Hernandez.
Mike and Bob. Tennis. Mike and Bob.
McEnroe. Chang.
I don't know.
I was looking for Brian. Mike Bryan and Bob Bryan.
Love them. Yeah. One of the greats. The brothers Bryan. Two of the greats.
Ozzy and Jose.
Canseco.
Calvin. Patrick and John.
McEnroe.
Galvin.
Oh.
Thomas and Julius.
Irving.
Football. Thomas and Julius.
Smith. Johnson.
Jones.
I knew it was something easy.
Tommy and Hank.
Aaron.
Gio and Pap.
Oh, come on.
Aaron.
We're on the last three.
Last three.
Galvin has 2 points on the board. Gio ahead by 1 with 3. And Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 6.
Oh, boy.
All right, sports siblings. Last 3. Here we go. Pedro and Ramon.
Martinez.
Gio. Serena.
Williams.
Galvin.
That was Gio.
That was me.
And your last one. Sterling
Sharp.
and Shannon.
I could have tied him. Damn it.
You didn't.
Your final score.
You sure that wasn't Gio?
I am.
Gio, I thought it was me. But.
Galvin with 3 points on the board. Gio with 5. And Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 6.
Can I have we have the bonus just for fun?
Sure. The bonus. Tiki and Grande.
I would have won! Damn it!
Yeah, you didn't.
Asterisk.
No.
Would have does not count. I said Williams. If I would have got 10, I would have won.
Yeah.
That's the same. I said Williams.
I won. Streak Slayer.
No, I would have won. In my mind, I won. In the audience's mind, I won.
No.
Yes.
Not how that
Thank
works.
you, everybody. Eat a W.
Guess
They
what?
don't even know where you're going to be for the beach bash.
I'm going to pick a winner.
I'll be the hootenanny. I would like to pick line 6, please.
All right. I'm going to pick line 6. Hi, good morning. Who's this?
Hi, it's Eileen.
Hi, Eileen. I won for you, not you.
No, I won.
For you.
I was robbed.
I'm going to
Thank
put you
you.
on. I'm going to put you on hold, and Carmen will hook you up, and we'll give you a prize.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for listening. There you go. That's line 6 that I picked, not Gio, Carmen.
No, I
Got
won.
it.
Mm-hmm. Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, AI Hitler,
Oh,
different lies, and happy workers.
hey. All right, Galvin, there's your news. We'll take a quick break, and we will do that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Drive times in the Bay Area looking pretty good. There is one accident, I-275 northbound. There's a crash right after Hillsborough Avenue. And that is your Tampa Bay traffic.
Ready to step into a healthy and active lifestyle? Come to the Good Feet store and experience the difference. Discover how a simple step can lead to a life of pain-free possibilities.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar tonight, 7 p.m. Embassy Suites, USF, 3705 Spectrum Boulevard in Tampa. 1-800-875-PASS. CamTechSchool.com.
Have you been to the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino? New members of Unity by Hard Rock receive 50% off at the Fresh Harvest Buffet, plus receive a limited edition t-shirt and up to $200 on them. And at the Hard Rock, they match your tier. Show your premier tier card from select competitor casinos for an opportunity to match your tier with the equivalent Unity by Hard Rock tier. And there's always something happening. Wrangler giveaway, Harley Davidson drawing, and a $20,000 blackjack tournament on the July 30th. Stop by and win at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
I'm Doug Bernetti. Growing up, I learned how hard it can be to make ends meet. At Bernetti PA, we help people every day with debt collection calls, credit card debt, home foreclosures, and bankruptcy cases. If you have questions, call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
International Diamond Center's values are so compelling, it's not unusual to see people here that are not local.
Every day, we have people that drive an hour and a half, even 2 hours.
IDC owner Keith LeClaire.
People are willing to drive because they've heard it's not a typical jewelry store.
For example, did you know IDC has one of the largest selections of luxury pre-owned Rolexes in America? Thousands of hard-to-find Rolex watches, Submariners, Daytonas, Pepsis, Batmans, all in perfect condition.
We scour the world to find only the most pristine, super clean watches. We only carry the creme de la creme.
And like everything else at IDC, these watches are at a price that's guaranteed to give you maximum value.
We price them to win the customer, not lose a customer.
International Diamond Center for pre-owned Rolexes, exquisite rare diamonds, premium designer jewelry, and exceptional white glove service.
You're going to want to come to IDC. It's worth the drive.
International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota, and online at shopidc.com.
Storm season is here. Don't wait until there are named storms in the Atlantic to find out that you've got a hole in your roof that is leaking water everywhere. Get a free roof inspection by going to universalroof.com for universal roof and contracting. You can save up to 20% off roof replacements and monthly payments as low as $170 based on a $15,000 roof value. Universalroof.com for universal roof and contracting.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Mecum Auctions returns to Kissimmee July 9th through 12th with 1,500 vehicles up for auction, including muscle cars, classics, Corvettes, trucks, exotics, hot rods, customs, and more. Join us for the fun, fast-paced, high-energy Mecum experience. For avid collectors, first-time buyers, and enthusiasts of all ages, there's something for everyone. Become a bidder and get ready to bring home your dream car. Registration and tickets are available at Mecum.com. That's Mecum.com.
Strybog Day is Saturday, July 12th at Shark Coast Tactical. The crew from Strybog Firearms will be at the shop with reps on hand to walk you through the best the industry has to offer. And whether you're a seasoned shooter or a curious beginner, this event has something for everyone. Strybog gets rated consistently as one of the best values and incredibly reliable firearms on the market time and time again. And while you're there, you can check out all Grand Power Strybog lines at the shop. Make plans and clear your Saturday now and get to Shark Coast Tactical this Saturday, July 12th. There'll be tons of prizes, killer giveaways, and special offers with Strybog reps on site. Strybog gets rated consistently as one of the best values and incredibly reliable firearms on the market time and time again. And while you're there, you can check out all the Grand Power Strybog lines at the shop. Shark Coast Tactical is often imitated, never duplicated. The shop is slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday, but open online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com. Shark Coast Tactical is on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Summer is here, so if you are thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and you can skip all the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly without the stress of showings, open houses, and those costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed all-cash offer allows you to sell your home in as little as 21 days and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
This is Mav, spokes-eagle for Veteran Air, the home services company proud to serve you. Instead of me answering your questions like I normally do, I have a question for you. Are you ready for storm season? Veteran Air can help make sure your AC units, drains, and power are as ready as they can be for weather on the horizon. And we can even install a home generator that will help keep you powered up while the storm rages on. Protect your nest. Learn more at veteranair.com.
Veteran Air. When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
You know, at Hard Rock Bet, you can bet on MLB, soccer, UFC, table tennis, and so much more. But have you checked out the Hard Rock Bet's new Daily Boost feature, the 100? We're dropping pre-built parlays boosted up to 500% right on your home screen. And it's first come, first serve to the first 100 people who get in now before it resets with another boost. Download Hard Rock Bet now or simply go to hardrock.bet and get in on the action. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus, physically present in Florida. To wager, terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Ever find a deal so good you think, should I tell my friends or keep it to myself? That's Kohl's Summer Cyber Deals. Styles for sunny days, home favorites for your space, and more. All at prices you'll love. Plus, earn Kohl's Cash. Discover new deals daily and get free shipping. These deals are too good not to share. Once you've stocked up first. Shop Kohl's Summer Cyber Deals now. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offers end July 10th. See store or kohls.com for details.
Neutral presents the Bone Summer Beach Bash, an entire weekend of everything Bone. July 18th through the 20th at the beautiful Sky Beach Resort in St. Petersburg. The Mike Calta Show, JP, Senning Show, and Drew Garabo Live will be there all weekend to hang out with our Bone fam. For all the fun and details, head to theboneonline.com.
We now return to the Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
On the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone, 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. I had a woman send me pictures the other day. Went to Zen Film Solutions, hashtag PeteFace, and got all of her cars tinted. She had a Camry in there. She had a pickup truck in there. Doesn't matter what kind of car you have. Just because Pete's dealing in Ferraris and Lamborghinis doesn't mean that that's all the cars he works on. Zen Film Solutions will put tint on your windows because if you're relying on factory smoked windows, they do nothing for heat reflection. They make your windows look a little darker, but the heat still gets in. And then you go somewhere and you park, you run into the mall, you come back out, it's 9,000 degrees in your car. It's gross. You stick to the seats. If you need tint on your car, if you need it in your home, your office, say you have an office with a big window, you thought, oh, this is a great idea. I can have a wonderful view from my office in my lobby or outside my window so I could feel cool when I look outside there doing business deals. And now all of a sudden the sun's just beating in there, sweating inside your own office. ZenFilmSolutions.com. They'll do your tint, whether it be on your car, in your home, in your office. They can handle it all for you. All you need to do is go to ZenFilmSolutions.com or simply text or call 813-TINTING. That's 813-TINTING. If you want to text them, you can text them and say, hey, I drive a Chevy Silverado 2025. Please tell me how much it would cost to tint my windows so that my ass doesn't burn every time I get in the car. And 813-TINTING will text you back and say, hey, it'll cost you this much money. And you say, yo, hashtag PeteFace, give me 10% off. That's how it works. 813-TINTING, ZenFilmSolutions.com. Tell me you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. Ladies and gentlemen, time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's top story, Russia launched its largest drone attack on Ukraine since the beginning of its invasion. Ukrainian officials
I thought it was over.
Said on Wednesday, no, just hours.
I thought he was getting a Nobel Peace Prize.
Just hours after U.S. President Donald Trump pledged more military support and accused his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, of throwing, quote, BS over peace talks, except for he said the whole word. The massive aerial assault involved 728 drones. Had 13 missiles. That's according to Ukraine's Air Force, saying it eclipses the previous record number of 539 drones set on July 4th by hundreds. But it was largely repelled with the damage limited and no immediate reports of death.
You want to hear something dumb? You were there. Do you remember? I don't know, Gio, if you were at the station or not. Do you remember, Gal, when you first started and the station had consultants?
Yeah.
And we had like the consultants would come in and they would meet, they would listen to the show for a couple of days, and then they would come in there and they would give us some pointers on what to do. Radio consultants, idiots who never made it in radio become consultants. So the guy was pretty good, the one guy, and he brought up, so there was a lot of things that I felt like I was missing to do that are like traditional radio things. Like I was forgetting to pre-sell some things that were coming up later, and forgetting to whatever, just a couple of key components. He actually was all right. But I remember one day that the big news story was, and they were mad at us because we didn't really talk about it, was that President Bush, was Bush, right, at the time? I think.
It'd have to be.
It was Bush, and he said the F word. And everybody was talking about it. We were like, yeah, we don't care. And they're like, and he brought it up, and he goes, the president said the F word, and you guys didn't even really bring it up. We're like, the most powerful guy in the world used the F-bomb, which we kind of use on the air every day. Like we use a version of it. I'm like, it's not that big of a news story. Like, why? Yeah, but everybody's doing, okay, well, everybody else has got nothing else to talk about. I remember, I'll never forget. That's why every time I hear Trump curse now, I go, this is another big story. Although I love hearing it.
Now I love hearing curse right in cabinet meetings.
I love it. Yeah. It's so funny to hear, because it sounds like what it probably sounded like back in the day. Can you imagine, when we were like in World War II, what those meetings must have sounded like? And you get a little bit of what its real anger is. I don't know. I just, but I always, every time I hear him curse, I just think of that one time. They're like, you guys really didn't even talk about it that much. What are you supposed to spend an hour talking about how the president said the F word?
Also, we can't say it.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it, too. Yeah. Elon Musk AI program, Grok. By the way, when he came up with that, didn't anybody go, that sounds like Gronk?
Gronk, yeah.
And he's very popular.
Which would be great if Gronk did his own AI.
Oh, my God.
It just gives you stupid answers to everything in his voice.
Elon Musk's AI program, Grok, went full Kanye when it started praising Hitler. Musk said last Friday that they'd improved the bot significantly and users would notice a difference. I don't know whether he meant that. His programmers claim that they have now fixed the issue.
Anyone use it?
I messed around with it when it first came out.
I didn't. I fell in love with ChatGPT, and I'm good.
It's basically the same.
Right.
There's really no different.
I don't need it. I mean, although Grok will make dirty pictures, right?
Yeah, I know if you're on Twitter or X, you can, if there's like a post, you can ask Grok, like, is this post legitimate, or, where's this photo from?
I've seen that on there because people will comment on it, and then it'll have underneath it, it'll say, Grok will say, this is actually from 2001.
And so it kind of, it'll check people pretty quickly.
What was I just going to tell you? One thing that I noticed that I never used before was I put up a picture of me and my family in Sarasota this weekend, and I just put up a little thing, said, hey, we're on vacation, we're off Monday, we'll be back on Tuesday. And there were 100 and something comments underneath it. And I don't really read the comments a lot. Like, I might see the first couple of ones, whatever. They summarize all the comments.
Yeah.
Did you see that? I mean,
really?
Yeah. So it said you have 121 comments on here. Most of them are saying that they like Amanda's outfit. They hope you have a good vacation. A couple commented on your weight loss. And overall, they're positive comments. I went, well, maybe I'll take a look through them then.
Yeah, Meta started doing that not too long ago.
That was pretty good. I didn't have to read the comments, and I got a good gist of what's going on.
Yeah, a lot of time on, like, Facebook, you can see posts, and, like, if it's, like, a movie review or something, you just look at the, and it'll say, like, general consensus is people love the movie, but one commenter said that it was not entertaining, and it's really easy way to just not get the general idea.
The other thing I've noticed, actually, Joe Rogan pointed it out. I was listening, and he said if you ask AI something, that'll give you information, but then it will also tell you this could be blah, 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 taken as a bad thing. Like it'll tell you, like, that you could upset people by saying this, or like it's
Instagram does that. Sometimes when you type a comment, it asks you do you really want to type this because some people are offended.
Well, but I'm talking about giving you the information back.
Oh,
like
really?
If you, I don't know, asked it something racial, or you asked it something whatever, and they're like, be careful because this could be considered,
right?
Like telling you,
you shouldn't be thinking about this.
Yeah, putting their own thoughts into it, kind of thing.
It's funny that I get that all the time on Instagram and Facebook. Are you sure you want to write this? Some other people have gotten in trouble for doing it. And I'm like, yeah, all right, I'll change it, But yet, anytime anybody ever says anything about me or whatever, nobody ever cares. Never. Nobody's ever like, gentle, you may hurt his feelings.
Yeah. It's wild.
You fat night swimmer.
A federal judge struck down an FTC rule that would have required streaming services to make it easy for us to cancel. Because how they were going in and doing that, where they were saying, hey, we got to make this so people can understand that they're going to be locked in and stuff. And they said, no, we're going to make it still ambiguous. And
listen, I get it. They make it so it's a little bit harder to do, but you're not going to make it so you can't cancel it. And the simple thing to do, if you can, is put it on American Express. Because I'll call American Express and go, I can't figure out how to cancel this. And they'll go, no problem, we got it. We'll take care of it and just shut it down.
Well, two things. One is, not everybody has American Express. And the other thing is there are so many people that have no idea computer savvy or phone savvy. Like they were like, I don't know where this is.
Yeah.
My kid signed me up or however I got on this thing, and now I have to pay every month. It's wild.
I don't ever want an audit on what we pay for. I don't want to know how many Hulus we're paying for in this house. I don't know, because I'm pretty sure my wife and I both have Hulu accounts. Different ones.
We have double Prime.
We have double Prime, and none of us can go see Superman.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
No, yeah. If you did one of those, what is it, the Rocket thing, whatever, where it tells you you have 18 streaming services you're paying for.
Right. I don't want to know that.
The ones, if you go on like your iPhone, they actually make it pretty easy. Go to subscriptions.
Subscriptions. That's great.
And it's just one area you can see all the ones that are recurring, and you can literally just hit cancel right there.
I got one I said, you better hurry. Your subscription's about to run out. And I went, to what? And I looked at it, and I'm like, I don't even know what this is.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing it's over. Yeah. But I mean, the subscription cost me $2.99 a year.
Yeah, a lot of those apps are like that.
Yeah, there's certain ones that you go, I don't know, is it even worth it?
Right.
I'll just keep paying.
Dude,
$2 a month.
I paid for the app that gave you all the sports statistics that you were using.
Yeah.
And I still lost all of my money, so I just canceled it.
Yeah.
I'm like, now I'm losing money with the bets, and I'm losing money paying for the service to give me the information.
It's funny because Hard Rock Bet actually has that on theirs, and they really go into depth with it. There's a lot of different stuff. They're like, if they're underdog on the road, +1, this and that. I mean, they really go deep into it and stuff, and you don't even have to pay for it.
I might be reading it wrong or something, because I'll see something like hot streak 13 times in a row, and then I'll bet that. I'm like, I mean, how could I be the streak breaker?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
How that happens, because there's 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. You bet on it and it doesn't win, whatever. But it gets to that point where it's so many. That's why if you do if they have 5 out of 5, go 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Bet on the next one, whatever. Yeah, because there's a lot of times where that happens. You're like, clearly they're going to win again. They have just 15 times in a row.
Yeah, just
16?
one more.
Nope.
I just need one more.
Travel and Leisure named a new #1 U.S. city to visit for the first time in 12 years. So there was a city that held the title for over a decade. I can tell you that. It was Charleston, South Carolina.
All right.
For over a decade, Travel and Leisure said this is the #1 U.S. city. If you're coming from anywhere, or even if you're in U.S., you want to visit Charleston, South Carolina. But now...
Anybody ever been there?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Sorry.
I think, I don't know.
I've driven through it.
I don't know if it was the #1 city I've ever been to.
Now, new #1. Any guesses?
Clearwater, Florida.
No.
Sarasota.
No. It is not in Florida.
Oh, damn it.
Dallas.
Austin, Texas.
Close.
Give us a direction. So it's southeast?
Yeah.
It's in Texas.
It's not in Texas.
Oh.
It's close.
New Orleans, Louisiana.
No.
Not really close to Texas.
It's kind of close. It's closer than Florida.
Sure.
It is. Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
New Mexico's a dump. I've been through there.
They say
That's where all the meth is.
No,
took
yeah.
down Charleston, South Carolina. Now it is Santa Fe, New Mexico, number one U.S. city to visit.
I've been to New Mexico. I drove through the entire state of New Mexico. It is a dump.
Yeah.
Isn't that where Walter White was?
Breaking Bad, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah, it's a dump.
People driving Pontiacs. Get out of here.
Yeah. No, don't go to New Mexico. It sucks.
By the way, that always annoyed me that he drove that Pontiac Aztek.
Why?
Because
It was
such
perfect.
a garbage car.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Like, he's supposed to be a smart guy. You would
Right.
think he...
It's practical.
But
He's
he was
practical.
And he was broke, too. Broke teacher.
Yeah.
broke teacher, supposed to be smart guy. You would think he's a Consumer Report kind of guy. He would know that that's a garbage car.
Yeah.
Like, if you want
but if you for value for the money,
get a Honda.
Yeah, he likes to buy American.
Pontiac. Pontiac.
Well, it turned out he wasn't such a good guy anyway.
I didn't even know they made Pontiacs.
This is my first car was a Grand Am.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I love that car.
Yeah, first car.
Yeah. Hand me down.
First car, you're not going out and paying money and, picking exactly what you want. You're like,
I'll take it.
Yeah, is it 4 tires? All right. Does it stop occasionally?
I got to tell you, though, I love that car.
Yeah?
I loved it even when...
What was it?
Pontiac Grand Am.
Grand Am?
And the driver's seat was broken. It didn't go. It went all the way back, so I had to put a box behind me so I can lean on the box.
Mm-hmm.
Then the windshield wipers stopped working. The only way they would work is if I held the button in to squirt the water. That would be the only way that it would work. So if it rained, I had to drive a stick shift while holding the button.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it was bad. The day that I found out, I went to a junkyard and found out that they had Pontiac seats, and I went, I can replace my seat, so I don't have to sit back. And the guy goes, yeah. And I go, how much is it? And he's like, we can put it in for like $50. Oh, dude, I was like, I got a new car. That was unbelievable. I had 2 seats that moved.
You know what's so funny is I was thinking about that the other day. Do you have any friends that used to put the speaker in the cardboard boxes in the back?
In the trunk? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In the cardboard box? Or what were the speakers that everybody had, the TR7s or whatever? That you could just like plug in and put back there?
I never listened to the radio loud.
I remember everybody having speaker boxes too,
custom built speaker boxes.
Yeah.
Oh, you never listen to
not that loud. Like because I listened to like hair metal music at that time, but I never really. I'm driving. I don't like it too loud. And then I listen to a lot of talk radio, so I'm not blasting that.
Oh, I love having loud. Like when I got that Corvette, the first thing I did was get a custom stereo built in with the speaker. Yeah, just blasting.
Too loud.
And it was so funny too because I felt it was a '77 Corvette, and I felt like I couldn't listen to anything that was after like 80. You know what I mean? Like it was all like Foreigner and Zeppelin and all that, just rocking it with the T-tops off. Yeah, it was great. A 59-year-old man in California tried to help an injured bear on the side of the road. Guess what happened? It immediately mauled him. He was treated at the hospital for multiple injuries to his arm.
Idiot.
I get it. Like, you want to try and help. Sometimes you see these bears with like a bucket on their head or something, but it's like, once that bucket comes off.
Right.
So, did you see the video? I don't know if it's new or not. It looks like it's newer. It's this girl, and she's saying, "Can I pet that dog?" No, I'm just kidding. It's these people there at a picnic, and a bear comes onto the table.
Is it the one where the guy's standing by the gate and opens the gate?
No. They're just sitting at like a picnic table, and a baby bear climbs on top of the table, and they just sit still. And the bear's eating all their food.
Oh, no.
Just walks right through them, just starts eating all their plates, and jumps off the table and goes over in the corner. And the family of the kid, a lady and a kid and a husband who's filming, and they just sit really still while the bear is eating their food. I'd be crapping my pants.
Yeah.
There's no way I'd be able to sit still. I'd at least get up and get out of there.
Well, there's supposedly certain rules of different, if it's brown, get on the ground or something. Yeah. I don't know what the different things are, but yeah, I don't know whether you want to stay still and hope that it just does the food or slowly move away. But if you slowly move away, it sees movement and goes, "Oh, you're probably food too."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. But if it's a baby bear, it can still do a lot of damage. But I think I would be like, I'm getting out of here.
Yes, like I felt like they could push that baby bear away if they had to get away.
Also, maybe the father doesn't film the stuff while his family.
I mean, the family sat still, and the bear ate all the food, and the father, I assume it's the father, just kept filming the whole thing.
Dude, some of the bear videos from like Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
There's one where it's downtown Gatlinburg and the bear walks right into the candy shop.
I saw that.
Starts eating the candy off the wall.
What do you do?
I don't even know.
There are two different bear videos. One, it's a little baby cub, and it's absolutely adorable. And they have it on a talk show, like a local talk show, whatever. And the lady's holding it, and the bear just goes chomp on her face. It's a bear. It's still a bear. Like, I get that it's adorable and everything.
That's why whenever anybody wants to bring animals in here, I'm always like, yeah, what if today's the day? That
Right.
I'm gonna bite that fat
And then
guy.
the other one is the lady that's wearing like a blue dress with pearls and stuff.
classic.
And the giant bear. And she's sitting next to it like this. And the bear just goes, "Hey, what's up?" And just wails on her.
Yeah.
That's an internet classic.
Right, but then you see the video of the bear that comes in the house, and the lady's like, "Shoo, shoo," and shut the door. And the bear backs up, shuts the door. And you're like, "Oh yeah, she's a Disney princess."
She can talk to bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. You never know. I mean, there's, obviously that crazy bear guy that was out there with him and wound up getting eaten and stuff.
Yeah.
But then I remember watching this, I think it was a show where the guy had bears like at his cabin, and he'd be out there rolling around with them and stuff, and they'd come up onto the stairs, and he goes, "Not today, Charlie," or whatever, and he'd go, "Oh," like that, and he'd kind of push its nose and stuff, and I was like, crazy.
That bear documentary, man, the Grizzly
Man, yeah.
When I mean, we were obsessed with that for a little while because you watched it, and then the end and hearing the when the bears attacked them and not being able to see it, you're like, "Oh, I want to see it so bad."
Yeah,
I think what was the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio where the bears
Revenant.
Revenant, yeah, the bear tears him up.
Well, this guy got attacked by the bear, him and his girlfriend, and they had it on video. They had it on audio, and it existed. The footage existed, and they said they destroyed it so that nobody could see it. And I remember searching everywhere on the web trying to find it, and it was nowhere.
Would you rather fight a bear or alligator?
Alligator.
Where is the alligator? You're in the water?
You're on land.
Alligator on land.
You're in this room, and there you can go and come in here with a bear or an alligator.
Alligator.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just because alligator is a little bit more awkward trying to get you.
Right.
Where I could kind of, it's not going to end great, whatever. But
you could
bear,
hold its mouth closed if you
bear,
had to.
man. If a bear wants you, bears are fast. Bears are agile.
I think they're smarter, too.
Swiping, doing all that stuff. Yeah. Where I think an alligator is just leave me alone. If you get near me, I'm going to get you, whatever. Bear is like, you look like food.
Yeah.
You know.
If I was outside and a bear came out while I was walking my dogs, I would just be like, later. There's no way. What are you going to do?
Yeah, whereas the alligator's right there and you don't even care.
Yeah. No way. Both of them, my dogs are going.
But also, alligator in the water.
You're done.
Oh, that's totally
pulls you right in.
That's totally different.
You have no leverage. You have nothing. Bear on land, terrible too. They're both terrible. Bear on land, terrible. Alligator water, terrible. Alligator on land, I'm choosing over bear on land.
There is the video where the bear gets in the hot tub.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
At the mountain cabin.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'll fight the bear in the hot tub.
You'll fight the bear.
Yeah.
It sounded like you said something else.
I did?
Yeah, no, it sounded like you said you'd use the other F word.
No,
on the bear.
I said I'd fight the bear
I
in
know.
the hot
I just
tub.
wanted to
Thank you.
clarify. Yeah.
I saw a video of like a group of bears getting into somebody's pool, and the first one gets in, and it's just filthy immediately. Those bears are so. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
They're never cleaning themselves or doing anything. It gets in the pool, and you just see this big brown ring, and you're like, oh man.
Speaking of brown rings, I saw a thing the other day. Would you ever go in a cage and swim with sharks?
No.
My wife is dying to do that.
Oh, dying is the key word.
Are you pushing that? Have you signed her up for this?
No, but I don't want to do it. You want to laugh, I actually bought it for her for Christmas one year at the aquarium. The aquarium here in Tampa, they had a thing at a charity auction where you can go and feed the sharks.
What kind of shark in there?
Not a great white.
Shark's a shark, man.
Tiger shark, maybe?
No, that's not true.
Yeah, I mean, there's little nerve sharks and stuff, but
still don't want to do it.
Right.
Any kind of shark, whatever.
Well, she was like, will you come with me? And I said, no. And she said, well, I don't want to go alone. I said, well, I'm not going to do it. And she never did it.
Has she watched the shark cage in Jaws?
Well, listen, let's not talk about it. She made some
But I was just talking about this the other day about skydiving. I don't want to go skydiving. I'm not afraid to go skydiving. If you die skydiving, people go, you're an idiot.
Jumped out of the plane.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree with that.
Well, this was worse. I watched a video the other day of some guys in a cage, and this giant great white comes up by them like to inspect it. And when he turns, he just craps. You ever see a shark crap? Just a big cloud of green and brown smoke, and you're stuck in it. The shark just drove by and pooped on it. It was great.
Show your wife that.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to do that.
A new poll found that the happiest hourly job you can have is working in a weed or vape store. 92% of workers feel good or amazing about their job. Hourly workers at pharmacies rank last.
Yeah, because they're using the products.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not like there's a lot of you don't have to be out there selling and doing stuff. People are coming in, they want the weed, they want vape, you don't have to try and upsell them or anything. You're like,
I told my son he should go work there, but you got to be 20 or 21 to work in one of those stores. Yeah, I mean, look, it's definitely the industry of the future. I mean, I know so many people who I never in a million years thought would do any weed or smoke any pot to take some sort of, medication or some sort of medical marijuana somehow,
There is HBO Max has all the 90-Day Fiancés on there, all the different seasons and stuff. So we'll just put it on every once in a while, whatever season. And there is a season we're watching right now where there is a kid who, I say kid, he's 20-something, whatever, has a Russian chick, and she wants to be a model, and she's clearly with him for his money. Like, she told him, he goes, so you're just with me because I can buy you stuff? And she goes, yes. Like that. Like, she is such a bitch, but she's honest. Whatever. And like anything he says, she just rolls her eyes and stuff, and she wants to be a model and da-da-da. But I was like, what is this kid doing? What has he got going on?
Yeah, why does he have so much money?
He is a part owner of a weed place, whatever. So yeah, he has like a really nice car and nice watch and all this stuff, and he's buying her presents and stuff. And yeah, she's just totally there.
Do you like that lifestyle? Like, to be like, he's got to like being the bitch.
Oh, he's miserable. That's what I said, too.
He's got to like that.
He's miserable. They're not married yet, and she's bossing him around, and then she wants to do a photo shoot, and so he sets it up, and she comes out, and she's just wearing lingerie, and he's like, that's not cool, and blah, 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 and this and that and everything, and then just sits there, and I go to my wife, I go, it's not going to get better.
No. He's a cuck.
It's 100%.
He likes to be cucked.
Does he? Yeah, I guess. He likes to be miserable.
He likes.
He just thinks like he can't get anybody else.
Well,
but
he said
got
that.
her.
He said that though. He goes, in America, for me to get a girl that looks like you, it would never happen.
What's he look like?
Austin. Yeah, not bad. It's just kind of
average dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, whether you take it from a guy who's made sweet love to both pretty and ugly girls, it feels the same. I don't know what,
Yeah, but I think everybody wants to be somebody they're attracted to.
We're sure, but you don't have to go for a supermodel.
Oh, no. And she, to be honest with you, she's not a supermodel. She got a banging body, but her face is a little, she's like 21 or 22, and she's already got fake lips. And
But I also think the allure of like someone from a different country is they're going to be more submissive.
Yeah.
Not in this case.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. You don't expect that. You think, hey, I have money. I'm coming to save you. Now they're going to do what I tell them to.
You think you think you have the upper hand because at any point you could be like, well, it's not how they do it in Russia. You can move back over there.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So why didn't he flex that a little bit?
Because he's a pussy.
Oh, he needs a friend.
Yeah. And he seems like he wants to be
cut out.
Yeah. But just like bossed around and be miserable. And, if he was in a happy relationship, he'd probably be like, oh, this is no fun.
I can almost guarantee he has mommy issues.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Could be, sure.
Most men like that, they had some type of woman in their life.
Right.
That they had problems with or were like that. You know what I mean? And that's just what they're used to with women.
I like a certain level. I like it. I like that my wife is not an idiot. I like that she's got her own career. I like that she, does the bills. I don't want her to be living in a cloud of not knowing I don't know where the money comes from or I like her being in charge a little bit, but I like that we have her like a 50-50. Yeah. I wouldn't want it. I don't know. I could never understand that lifestyle. I'm not against it. And people like what they like and do what they do, but it just weirds me out.
By the way, don't think that I already haven't found her OnlyFans. Yeah, because I was like,
are they still together?
I don't know if they're still together or not, but she definitely has an OnlyFans, and I'm sure if they are still together, he's miserable about it.
She made him join.
Yeah, and of course, his sister is like, clearly she's only here for your money and for this and that. And he's like, I don't think so. Meanwhile, she's telling him, I'm only here for your money. A guy killed himself in a brutal way.
Okay.
Like, if you were like, I'm going to kill myself, I'm going to pour honey on myself and go out in the woods and have a bear eat me, that'd be pretty bad.
Right.
This, I think, might be worse. A guy offed himself in Italy by running out onto the tarmac at an airport and jumping into a plane engine.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's over.
It's over. Yeah, there's no... We can save him.
Yeah.
I mean, wood chipper is the only thing that's even close or next
that's
level.
pretty close. But see, I would be worried that the jet engine, because it has that suction, it'll pull you in. I'd be worried that the jet engine would stall halfway through.
Yeah, but it's a jet engine.
I know,
and the
but
RPMs
I'm saying
of that, you know what I mean? Think about that, and it just going. Yeah, it's not built for that. Like
Right.
a wood chipper's built for heavy logs and big things to be able to and really do it.
I mean, a bird will take down a jet.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'd be worried that I'd jump in and I'd go, and I'd be stuck in there.
Halfway through.
Half my head mangled, the rest of me just sticking out of the bottom.
That'd be the worst.
Yeah.
That's like the guys that were listening to Judas Priest and the one shot himself in the face, but he didn't kill himself.
Yeah.
So now he's just a loser
Heads out to here.
Yeah. Puffed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about if you're on that flight and they're like, somebody just jumped into the thing? I go, okay, is he dead? Let's just go. Why do I have to be, late to my connection because this moron wanted to jump into the flight?
Just give that engine some gas and get him out of there.
Let's go.
Put on the afterburner.
Spit him out. Yeah, exactly. Cremate the rest of them and let's go.
Can you just hose that off? Like
that's what I would think,
Yeah,
Pick
run
the
some water
bones
through
out.
it. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Jeez.
There is Mattel has released its first Barbie doll with type 1 diabetes. She comes with an insulin pump and a glucose monitor. Pep has it up on Bo TV. I sent it to your guys' phone. You can take a look. By the way, type 1 diabetes, I guess you're born with, or type 2 is where if you are eating bad or overweight.
So when are they coming out with
2.
that? Fat Barbie.
I don't know, but that's what I was thinking was, she definitely doesn't look like type 2 diabetes, so she's type 1. But she comes with the insulin pump and the glucose monitor and all that type of stuff.
So I remember when I was a kid, Toys R Us used to send out this mailer in the newspaper, and I would go through it in July, August, whenever, and I would circle all the things I wanted for Christmas, none of which I'd ever get. But I'd look through all of the thing. It was a nice color magazine of what they had at Toys R Us, and then they'd get to the dolls, and they'd have a black doll and a white doll. And I remember going to my mother and going, "Why do they have a black Barbie?" And my mother said, "Do you think maybe black girls want to play with a black Barbie?" And I went, "Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense." I mean, I was young. I was probably like 6 or 7 years old.
Yeah.
And that actually made sense to me. Does a kid with type 1 diabetes want to play with a type 1 diabetes Barbie? I guess you relate to the black and white thing, but I mean,
if you're dealing with that, it's a way to normalize it. If you're a kid,
because I saw a thing where there was a female soccer player who was missing her arm, and she had like nub at the elbow, whatever. The little girl was there with the nub elbow, and they touched.
Yeah, I saw that.
And she was so happy to see a girl out there playing soccer that had one arm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying it's ridiculous. It's hard for me to relate.
Yeah.
If I was going to collect a doll, I wouldn't want a doll that looked like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you had something,
maybe.
You know what I mean?
What about Down syndrome Barbie? Do they have that?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think they do, actually.
By the way, I am blown away that there are people on social media that put a filter on to look like they have Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Or girls that are pretending like they have a wiener, or people that are pretending to be autistic, or people like there's so many things that people are pretend to have Tourette's. There's people that pretend they have Tourette's for more
they
views.
want attention.
Yeah.
I saw a place in Holland, I think it was Holland the other day. It's a cafe run by people with Down syndrome called Brownies and Downies.
Is that real?
I think so. I don't know.
Shane Gillis' family owns a coffee place that is all people with Down syndrome.
Oh, really?
For real, because he has an uncle that has Down syndrome and stuff. And he goes, it's going exactly how you think it would. He goes, everybody's getting apple juice. It's so funny.
Oh, he's great.
He goes, it's so funny because they're all like, I hate it here. I don't want to work here. This is terrible.
That's great.
Yeah, it says it's a real chain of restaurants in the Netherlands.
Brownies and Downies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just one place, it's a chain.
Well, listen.
Yeah. Well, go check out Shane Gillis's coffee shop where you get apple juice. Yelp ranked the best chicken sandwich chains in America. So out of all the different restaurants, the chain restaurants and stuff, the best chicken sandwich, what would you say were ranked? Maybe not necessarily your opinion or what you think is number one, or what your opinion is if you've had a good chicken sandwich from wherever. What do you think?
Chick-fil-A.
I would imagine they're going to say Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A comes in number one.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is number one. By the way, what do they have on top of this Chick-fil-A? Is that like some sort of pimento and cheese thing, or is that some sort of...
They have a bunch of different ones.
I don't know. This one has like looks like pickles on the bottom, then it has thing, and then it has like a thing on top that looks like some sort of, I don't know. It looks like pimento and cheese, but it looks good. I've only had Chick-fil-A, I think, like twice in my entire life.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I just know that's not a place that I ever stop.
I feel like it's highly overrated.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't. The best thing about Chick-fil-A is their speedy drive-through service. They figured it out.
Amazing.
Yeah, I also am not a fan. I don't like the way their nuggets taste. I don't, and not knocking it. It's not for me. I do enjoy PDQ, but nothing has been better than Huey Magoo's.
Yeah.
I
Huey
will
Magoo's is great.
I will say Chick-fil-A's reward system, if you order on their app and stuff, is really good. Chad has got like a free chicken sandwich for the last week. That we've
Of course, guys eat just fried chicken sandwiches every day.
Yeah, with bacon and cheese and Chick-fil-A sauce. But so I have to listen. I'm the one in the car sitting there eating grilled nuggets with them. Like, okay, this is fun.
Which turns out aren't that great for you. Do you know that?
Not as bad as you say they are.
No, they're not. They're not bad. They're not bad at all.
The process, packed with sodium.
But I don't mean that.
Soak them in orange
they
juice.
soak them in orange
Yeah.
juice. That's the thing. So they're filled with sugar. That's the thing that I didn't know about. Because I'm like thinking I'm going to be eating healthy and get the grilled nuggets. Meanwhile, I'm just might as well eat the fried ones
they're
at that
just
point.
bad.
You know? All right, fine. Give me the fried ones.
According to Yelp, the top chicken sandwich chains, Chick-fil-A number one, Dave's Hot Chicken number two. Has anybody had that? I've never even had it.
I have. I didn't really like it.
No. Number three is Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers sandwich that they have.
Again, highly overrated.
Yeah. What about Steak Shack? Or Shake Shack.
I haven't had the chicken sandwich from there, no.
No.
But their burgers are greasy AF.
Yeah, but good.
Good greasy or?
I like them.
I didn't like it. It was too much grease for me.
I did go to that Guy Fieri chicken guy place.
Oh, yeah?
It was pretty good.
I saw a guy post a video where he was yelling at Guy, and he goes, "Are you kidding me? $15 for this piece?" Like, he was so mad that the chicken sandwich apparently wasn't that great.
Side note, I posted a story over the weekend, and I went to go see F1 in Sarasota this weekend, and I went to a Cinebistro by myself, and I bought a soda, and I bought a Diet Coke, and it was $7.80, and then I tipped her $1. So I basically paid $9 for a Diet Coke. And I took a picture of it, and I put it in my Instagram stories, and I tagged the Cinebistro movie theater chain, and they wrote back to me yesterday, and they said, sorry we missed your story, because I guess it came up that there was something they couldn't see it. I go, no problem. Here's what you missed. I was explaining to the world that I paid $9 for a Diet Coke, and I took a picture of it and sent it to them, and they wrote back that was a mistake. that they said that's a mistake, and that if I come to the theater, they will give me free tickets to a movie.
Oh, somebody you think overcharging you on purpose?
I wonder if it's I don't know, Calvin.
They see you coming, man.
Yeah, maybe.
They see you coming.
Yeah.
I mean, and you tipped on top of it.
I mean, you know the way I dress. I don't look like a guy who's got money. I'm not wearing any watches or anything. You know?
Just look like a dope that would be okay.
Nailed it.
No, but I wonder if she, I say she, he, whatever the person, it's $150 or whatever it is, $275, and they're like, how much do you think I could charge this guy?
I mean,
and then they just
here
pocket
is
the
my
rest.
problem. She rang it up, and I went, "Did you say $8 for a Diet Coke?" And what am I going to say?
Yeah.
And then I was going to go, $8 for a Diet Coke? And then I was going to have her go, oh, there's free refills. And I went, all right, but I don't know if I could drink $8 worth of soda in 2 hours.
But I just went to AMC, and I think it was almost
$2, $3.
No, it was like almost $8 for
a soda.
Yeah, for a large one.
That's insane.
It was $7 and change.
That's insane.
And then the popcorn was another like $10. So it was like $20. I just went to AMC, and I got a large popcorn, a large drink, and it was like $18.
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy insane. But they were willing to give me, they said it was a mistake, and they were willing to give me free tickets to a movie. I said, thanks. But I'm not mad at you. I said, I'm the idiot who paid it, so I'm not mad at you.
But you can't even go see Superman.
I can't. I'm not going to Sarasota to see.
See if you can get in there. Say, hey,
you guys get me into Superman tonight. I'll go. There's got to be somebody who can get me into Superman tonight.
Talk to Olivero.
I did. I've been asking him for
nothing?
weeks. For weeks, I've been saying, come on. There's got to be a Superman premiere.
I can't wait until tomorrow morning when you see Corey Cardinal doing live shots from Superman.
CM Powell, right?
I think
Sam Powell is that
TM Powell, yeah.
TM.
I think he has seen it tonight.
Oh yeah, I mean there's probably a
like a press screening.
Yeah, that's when I want to get in.
Yeah.
Come on, CM Powell.
I like Sam Powell. You can be a Sam Powell.
Plus
Sam
one.
Powell. Some of the other popular chicken places: Popeyes, obviously. Habit Burger and Grill. I don't know where that is. Do we have one of those around
If somebody can get me in Superman tonight, I'll buy you a $7 Diet Coke.
Oh,
yep, on me.
McDonald's Snack Wrap. Chicken sandwich, the chicken snack wrap. No good. Zaxby's. There was
too many chickens places.
There was a Zaxby's that opened by my house, and it was open for like a month and closed. Yeah, that's wild.
I like Zaxby's though.
They're all right.
To this day, the most amazing thing ever in the world was that Wow Burger or whatever it was. Remember, they brought us in food. It was on Dale Mabry. They built this big place. Painted it green, did all this stuff, whatever. It was open for 4 days and closed out. Now it's Culver's.
Yeah.
But it was good.
I
remember when they brought
us food. It was decent.
Yeah.
It was decent. I don't know what the deal was, but Culver's moved right there. They said, thanks for building us the building.
Yeah.
It was
Culver's
wild.
came in and took over, man.
Yeah.
Culver's was like, we'll put one here, and then we'll put two, and then next thing you know, there's a Culver's everywhere.
It's pretty good. My brother, his friend, owns a few of them. And he said it is so hard for him to find people to work there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
just you got to have good service.
But people just don't want to work.
Yeah,
It's wild. Mark your calendars. Sean Diddy Combs finally has a sentencing date for his prostitution conviction in his federal criminal trial. Diddy's sentencing is October 3rd. It is the same day that the judge originally proposed last week when Diddy was convicted on 2 charges of transporting male prostitutes for sex.
Diddy gets out of jail, okay, and he goes free. But now he's gay Diddy.
Lean into it?
Well, bye, Diddy, because he still likes girls.
Yeah, but he's gay Diddy. He's gay
Does he
Diddy.
lean into that, though?
He's the gay John Gotti. I don't know. I mean, he should.
How much do people pay to go to a Diddy party now?
Oh, I don't think you ever have any more Diddy parties.
No.
I think you absolutely have Diddy parties. You're not doing what you were doing, but you have.
I think he stays
promote,
away.
Like, brand
exactly.
promote it.
You promote it, yes.
Yeah, you turned it in because it used to be this big thing, right? That everyone went to, and now you just play on that where it's
I know, but if you as a woman, if I said to you, hey, Carmen, you want to go to this Diddy party with me, you'd feel safe going to a Diddy party?
not me, but there
Well,
are women out there that just want the attention, and
there are women that are going to Chris Brown concerts and letting him crawl all over them and do his stuff and take pictures, and they spend
Choke
$500 to
Yeah.
get choked.
Yeah.
But Chris
All
Brown,
right.
you know what I mean? In a picture, like to say that you went to a Diddy party, a lot of people would pay for
Carmen, you and Chad could both bang Diddy.
I do not want to.
There's a threesome you've always wanted.
No, I'm good. Thank
Put
you.
on the VR goggles.
Diddy's
baby
going.
oil.
You're talking about the Superman movie. Director James Gunn take on his new Superman movie appears to be kryptonite to conservatives after he described the iconic comic book character as an immigrant.
No, that was his brother. It was his brother. I saw the interview. It was his brother. James Gunn's brother Sean is in all of his movies.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, and he gave the interview and he said Superman was an immigrant and that we love immigrants and all that stuff. I was going to bring this up if you didn't say it. Yeah.
This article says Director James Gunn take on Superman.
Yeah, I watched it yesterday on the news. I mean, I don't know if that's wrong or if maybe James Gunn also said something, but it was his brother Sean that was the one that was saying on the red carpet about how Superman was an immigrant, came here from another place, and that they loved all the immigrants they had working on the movie. And what they were saying is that this was going to have the same effect that it had on Snow White, where if they keep saying things like this, people are going to end up rejecting the movie.
Yeah, because Fox News, the Five in a segment featured, they said super woke. He said, we don't want to go to a movie theater to be lectured and have somebody throw their ideology on us. I wonder if it's going to be successful. That was Kellyanne Conway said that.
Yeah, I actually watched it on Fox News.
This is saying it was James Gunn, too.
Really?
He said that this Superman is a story of America, an immigrant who came from the places and populated a country.
Yeah.
That's his
But
quote.
here's the thing, is he's wrong. He's an alien.
Yeah.
He's an alien.
Illegally. He's here illegally.
This is true.
He's an illegal alien. It's facts.
Yeah.
People love to be pissed off. It's recreational outrage. People love to be upset about something.
But also, I would say he's an idiot.
Yeah.
He's an idiot for saying that. He's an idiot for saying that at this time. He did it on purpose,
of course,
to do that, whatever. But you're gonna piss people off. Well, you're gonna piss people off, and then they're not gonna go see the movie.
But
Boycott.
I think he made this movie for the people who would not be pissed off by it.
Right.
I think there's the majority of people are young people, and they're blue collar workers,
And that's fine for I'm a director and I'm an artsy guy, but the people that put up the money are like, shut up, idiot.
Oh yeah, the people put up the money, but the people who are going to see the movie are the people who are blue collar workers.
Yeah, but what's the whole purpose of a movie now? It's no longer art; it's to make money.
Sure,
you know. So
sure. This
people are
movie's
gonna
got to make a ton of money in order to be
I think
successful.
they said like $700 million.
Yeah,
just to be successful. Yeah, but also
people want to be outraged. Though.
Also, he's wrong. Superman's an alien.
I don't want to be outraged.
A lot of people do. Though.
I know, but I don't. I just want everybody to leave me alone.
Like people love to have a reason to pretend they're upset or it's recreational outrage.
Do you know how I watch these videos? If I walked out of my house, I guess maybe because I've seen so many of the videos, not in my house, but I walk out of the post office and some guy's out there videoing. You know what I do? I go, how's it going? And I just keep walking.
Yeah.
And my day has not changed at all. I don't care. The people who involve themselves in things that they have no reason being involved in.
This is good news as far as movies go. The Devil Wears Prada 2 has added some more people to its cast.
All right, tell me who, and I'll tell you if we're in the right track. We got to have Meryl Streep, we got to have Stanley Tucci, and we got to have the other broad.
Hathaway?
Hathaway.
So I don't know about that, but these are other people that are going to be in the cast.
If they're not in the movie, I'm not going.
But we had talked about before, and I think
Hathaway goes to work for another bridal magazine.
That was the book.
Yeah, there's a book that's a sequel that's out there.
Right. And she wants to buy the magazine or something like that. Anyway, go ahead.
So they have added Lucy Liu.
All right, not mad at that.
Right, because she can play good, bitchy, and she's hot and everything. Justin Theroux.
Okay, he's great.
BJ Novak.
All right.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
Sister. His sister Pauline.
Okay.
I didn't even know he had a sister. So Pauline Chalamet is in the cast.
Chalamet.
Chalamet. So there you go. I have no idea when it's going to come out or when it's happening, but they're working on it.
The plot will focus on Miranda Priestley navigating the decline of traditional magazine publishing while facing off against her former assistant Emily Charlton, who is now a successful advertising executive. The plot centers on Miranda's struggle for relevance and advertising dollars, with Emily holding the key to her success in the new media landscape.
Emily wasn't an account executive. She was a writer. So she did not follow her dreams.
Well, it says she's an ad executive now.
Oh, interesting.
So it's magazines are dying.
Right.
No,
social
Emily
media.
wasn't the writer. Emily is the redhead.
Oh, Emily's, you're right.
The assistant.
Yeah,
she just
yeah.
wanted to grow. She just wanted to go to Paris. That was her whole thing.
So it's her now?
That's what it says.
Oh, I don't like that.
According to this is just on Google.
No.
And it shows that act, the redhead, and Streep.
Oh.
It says the sequel acknowledges
Is
the
it
changing...
Emily Blunt?
No.
Who was the red? I'm trying to think.
Who is Krasinski's wife?
Emily Blunt.
Yeah, it's
maybe it is
Emily Blunt. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sorry, I just didn't know.
I was reading their character name.
Is it James Gunn?
So I was watching Fox News last night, and they brought that whole thing up, and they showed the actual interview where he said it, and it was Sean Gunn. It was not James. So maybe James also said something, and that was on the 5 earlier in the day. I just happened to catch it last night, and that's why I was gonna bring it up to you today. Well, who knows?
How about this? Is it fat fingers or something going on?
Okay.
Katie Holmes apparently liked a post about Tom Cruise and Ana de Armas alleged love affair, and people think she was lurking and accidentally. Whoops.
Well, maybe she could just like it.
What's up?
Good for him.
Yeah, good for Tom. We're done, and now let's move on. By the way, Katie Holmes was hot, not hot. It happened real fast.
I mean, she got old. She became a mother, a wife, a divorcee, all in the same month.
She was also 40 with braces, right?
Yeah, she had baby face, but she was not a baby.
Well, she
And
no
then-
longer has that cruise money.
Yeah,
she has money, but
I bet you she got a lot of money.
but it's not cruise money. You know what I mean?
It's pretty close because she's got kids with him.
Yeah, but
Yeah, she's looking rough.
no, but I'm pretty sure he's known for his prenups. Having really strict prenups.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff.
they have kids, so the kids got to be.
Yeah.
She was on one of the seasons of Ray Donovan, and I hadn't seen her for a while, and then she came on there, and I went, whoa.
With kids, her lifestyle stays the same.
Right, because the kids got to have the same lifestyle as if you live with the father. So,
Yeah.
But the kid's grown up now.
Yeah.
she's got to be 20 years old?
Teenager at least.
Yeah. I mean, she's got to be as old as my kids, right?
Says Katie Holmes worth $15 million.
Yeah.
Katie Holmes, Surrey. Look up Surrey
yeah.
Cruise and see what she's worth. That kid's got to be worth a couple $100 million.
Right, but I'm just saying, as far as Katie Holmes, and I'm sure whatever Scientology is giving them to stay, whatever Tom Cruise is taking.
She's
Katie
19 now.
She can't take it. She can't afford it anymore.
She's 19 and looks like young Katie Holmes.
Not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise kind of look like each other.
Says she's worth about $6 million.
Surrey?
Yeah, on her own, probably not including your dad's money.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll take $6 million at 19 years old. Whew. How come my parents be rich?
She looks exactly like young Katie Holmes.
I thought for a second
That's
I
wild.
Googled the wrong picture.
Yeah, that's bananas.
I don't know. I just hope Tom finds love. That's all I care about.
Tom deserves to be happy.
Tom deserves to be happy. He gave us Maverick.
Yeah.
Well, that
The
girl,
world.
that Ana de Armas or whatever, de Armas, she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the new Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
The new Mission Impossible?
Yeah.
I saw it before it came out.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah. I stayed awake for the whole thing, just like F1. I did not off at F1 once.
I don't believe that.
I swear to God.
Yeah,
I saw
he
that
doesn't
whole
know. He's
sucky
by
movie.
himself.
Yeah, it's just no way to verify.
I wouldn't lie to you. I would tell
But
you.
you don't know whether you nodded off.
Yeah.
I can tell you the whole
missed
movie.
You missed the whole plot thing, and then you're
No.
like, "This is stupid."
Yeah, it makes no sense. How come they're at the race already?
Why was Han Solo in it? Good news, guys. You can everybody calm down. Max is back to being HBO Max as of today.
Oh,
I was so
thank God.
confused.
Yeah. Secret? I always called it HBO Max.
But they change it every 2 years, right? This is
I
the
don't know.
third name.
Well, they
Or
did the streaming because it was streaming. They wanted to call it Max to be different from HBO because they want you to have HBO and have Max. But now they're just calling it HBO.
I just go put on the HBO thing.
Yeah.
Remember when hotels would advertise free HBO?
Yeah.
Out on the side?
Yeah.
Like that was the big draw was you had free HBO in the hotel room.
Sometimes free, what was it? Spectra or some other channel, whatever. And you're like,
air conditioning and color television.
Yeah.
Free vibrating beds. Oh,
Anybody ever watch that documentary about the hotel that had the peeper in there?
No.
Yes. Yeah.
I forget what it was called.
Had it set up
Had it all set up in the attic and different, where he had peepholes and he'd video and do all kind of stuff. And it was just like a roadside motel, probably had 20, 25 rooms, whatever. And he'd just be creeping around looking.
Jeez.
Yeah. What are you doing? Stopping for the night? Let me check it out. In the 2 years since he was laid off by ESPN, Max Kellerman has largely avoided the spotlight, but that has changed thanks to Dana White announcing that the former First Take host would be part of the broadcast team for the upcoming Canelo Alvarez-Terrence Crawford boxing match. White made the announcement during a press conference in New York City to promote the big fight that is happening. It'll stream on Netflix on Saturday, September 13th. The match will headline the first card put together by the boxing promotion born out of Saudi Arabia's partnership with TKO, which recently confirmed that its official name will be Zuffa Boxing.
I don't like Max Kellerman.
Oh, I love Max.
Yeah, I like him. He's good.
I don't like him. I'm not saying he's bad at what he does. We had him on the show one time, and he was a dick. And he was like, I was like, well, being a boxing guy, he goes, I'm not a boxing guy, I'm a sports guy. I'm like, you're the boxing guy. You're the fighting guy. I mean, that's what you're pretty much known for.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just didn't like him as a person. So I not that it's bad. It just doesn't make a difference to me if he's there or not.
He's great. I loved him. I loved HBO boxing. When that went away, I was like, oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's going away. By the way, Jim Lampley is on with Rogan. I was listening to that. You better be a boxing fan if you want to listen to that. That is literally all they talk.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it. But yeah, if you're not a boxing fan, you're going to be like, Jesus.
A real deep dive.
real deep dive. Yeah, for sure. But it was interesting if you're a boxing fan, for sure. And I'm looking forward to that fight. Max Kellerman, I love. Also in the Rocky Balboa, when he goes, Rocky just said hi to me. He's so excited. Who would be a good person to voice Garfield? You had Bill Murray did it before.
Yeah.
Who's somebody? I'll tell you, it's a pretty famous actor, very hot right now. Has been hot for a few years.
Seth Rogen would be good.
Seth Rogen? It's not Seth Rogen.
Somebody who's gravelly.
Lazy sounding.
Yeah. Josh Gad.
Josh Gad? Not him. This person was lazy and kind of a schlub and then got into really good shape and then stars in movies and stuff.
Oh, is Jonah Hill?
No. Got into way better shape. Chris Pratt.
He gets everything.
He does.
Chris Pratt, when he was on Parks and Rec, Andy, he was just kind of a schlub and this, that. Then he worked out and now he's.
Yeah, I'm kind of Chris Pratted out.
Yeah.
He's in everything.
I got to tell you that Meta glasses commercial with him and Thor, that's so annoying. I'm just like, ugh.
I'm tired of Chris Pratt and I'm tired of Pedro Pascal. That's why I think Fantastic Four is going to suck.
Pedro Pascal's in everything.
Yeah, just too much. He's good.
I thought you loved him.
I used to, but he's in everything now.
He's too overused.
Yeah, he's in The Last of Us. He's Mandalorian. He's Game of Thrones. Now he's Fantastic Four.
I didn't get swooped up in the Pedro Pascal thing. I was like, to me, he looks and presents nothing like Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know.
He doesn't I thought that Jim from The Office was much better.
Yeah, it's hard to gather a lot from the trailers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But if you're gonna get a Reed Richards, somebody that fits the comic book Reed Richards, I don't see that happening. I don't see Pedro Pascal.
He seems
whatever.
like in the trailer, based on the trailers, he seems like kind of a pussy.
Yeah, well, all he does is stretch.
Yeah,
I don't really.
Not really.
He's not exactly Superman.
He's a like super smart scientist.
Oh, that's
as well.
next week that comes out, the 18th.
I was going to say, when does that come out? Because you've been seeing things. Is that going to go over? Is it going to be a flop?
It's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it'll be huge.
Marvel needs that to be really big.
They say that that their opening is a lot like Superman. Like the people who bought pre-sale tickets already, it's already huge.
Yeah. There is a new show that I think we're going to be interested in. It's premiering on A&E called Lie Detector, Truth or Deception, where a former FBI agent named George Olivo gives people polygraph tests. On the first episode, it puts Gary Coleman's ex-wife, Shannon Price, on the hot seat and asks her questions about the fall that led to Gary's death back in 2010. She didn't do well. When the FBI guy asked Sharon if she physically caused Gary's fall, she said no. She failed with deception. A couple other questions were inconclusive about stuff that she was involved in. Obviously, Shannon doesn't agree with the results. She says, quote, "We were extremely disappointed with the overall experience of both the polygraph testing and dealing with A&E. From the beginning, it was apparent that they cared more about ratings than finding the truth."
We did polygraph in the studio one time. Given to us by the Hillsborough County Sheriff's polygraph person.
Yeah.
And it was hard to lie to it. It really picked up a lot.
I got to tell you, the whole polygraph thing, like if something happened and they said, let's just say some accident happened, somebody died, you were there, would you take a polygraph?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, I don't know. What do you mean?
I wouldn't.
No.
Yeah.
No. They have
It's
to.
just
They have,
like
they have to have a
doing-
reason.
Right. And it's just like doing the roadside stuff.
Yeah, you're
like
just
if you
giving-
get
but
pulled over.
you automatically look guilty if you say no.
But
No.
here's the thing. A couple things about it. Is you can't use them in court.
You can use some of them in court. No, so you're saying would I do it if they called me and said, you were at the scene, we need you to take a polygraph. Would I do it to... Yeah, I mean, my lawyer says don't do it.
I don't trust the
probably
machine.
don't do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it can only
Also-
make me look bad.
Also, just so you know, and they do this every time, whether you pass with flying colors or not, I don't think I've ever seen anybody fail this bad.
Yeah.
They can lie right to your face and tell you that,
Yeah.
and then you go, "Well, I mean, I was there," but you know, they do that all the time. I would not take it, even if I was completely innocent. If you're because they're not accurate. They're not accurate.
I don't know, dude. We had the one in the studio was pretty accurate. I was trying to fool it, and I would answer on purpose wrong, and we'd set a bar for what was real and what wasn't real, and they were showing you how it worked. You got to wear that heart monitor across your chest, and then the breathing thing. I mean, it picks up every change, and it doesn't say, "Oh, you're lying." What it picks up is the change in your breath and your heart rate at the same time, and all those indicators indicate that you're not telling the truth. But at the same time, if I was at the scene of an accident, having nothing to do with the cause of the accident, I may just be excited about it when I'm telling it. It may cause my heart to race and my breath to, get elevated, and you come across looking like a liar. Even
Right.
though you're
Now
not.
you're in
So
jail.
it makes sense to
Damn it.
stay away from
See you
it.
in 15 to 20.
Right.
I was trying to help. Finally, in news, Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne's final gig raised nearly $200 million for charity. Yeah. When the band first announced their larger-than-life farewell gig, they revealed that all the proceeds from the show would be donated to different charities, split equally between Cure Parkinson's, Birmingham Children's Hospital,
And Motley Crue.
and Acom Children's Hospice. So they raised over $200 million for charity.
Good for them.
I know she's looked like this for a while, but are we just ignoring that Sharon looks like an alien?
No, it's wild.
But she's been getting plastic surgery for 30 years,
I mean,
40 years.
But nobody says nothing.
Well, what
like,
are you going to say? Look at Ozzy. He's no prize.
Yeah, but still, like I was seeing she was like doing some interviews after the thing, and man, her face is tough to look at.
It's funny. Go look at her from like 81 or something.
Yeah.
Where she just looks like a house mom.
Right.
She just looks like a little fat house mom,
Well, even because I saw a clip on YouTube, and they were sitting down, and it was like Jack, Ozzy, they were watching the first episode of the Osbournes and like commenting on it and talking about Bloods, and she looks just in crazy difference in her face.
I might start watching that again.
Oh, it's great. It still holds up.
It was great.
Yeah.
Which Kelly looked a little bit better like last time I saw her, but for a while she looked like a bulldog. I mean, she did.
She looked good.
I mean, she really
Yeah.
did. She had the chin, and she was like thick and.
But
Yeah.
man, she is tough to look at.
So here is something that I thought. Whether we want to do this or not, we can kind of put it to a vote and see whether this is something we want to do. Make it interesting for the death pool. Who has Ozzy for the death pool? Do I have him this year?
I have him.
You have him? Are you positive, Carmen?
Yes.
Okay, so
Oh,
Carmen
call
has
shot.
him. Carmen has him. So Carmen obviously gets points when he dies. But do we want to do a pick the exact date Ozzy dies this year and get some sort of bonus
I don't think
points.
Ozzy dies this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I think he dies.
I don't
You do?
think so.
I don't think Ozzy. I think Ozzy's got like 3 more years left.
I think Ozzy's going to be dead within the week.
Yeah.
I watched him singing "Mama, I'm Coming Home," and it was sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also the thing is, we have thought Ozzy was going to die for years now. He's been picked for the last 10 death pools.
I know, but now he has nothing left to live for. He still had the hope of doing this, and now this was, guys hasn't been out of his house in 6 years.
Final goodbye.
Final goodbye. Nothing else on the horizon. What else are you going to do? You're in double time in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice.
Yeah.
You did your final thing, your final show with Black Sabbath. There is nothing. Your kids are grown. They're out of the house. You got an alien witch for a wife. You know what I mean? He's done.
What if he works on new music?
He's checking out. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, once you're never going back to the stage, that's it.
But I feel like he probably thought that. If he hasn't left his house in 6 years, I think that was probably already in his mind.
But this is it. This is real now. It is real because it's done and it's over. And I don't know. That's what I think. Who knows? He may live for another 20 years. I don't know.
We got to get it. We got to get this show now because he's only got 6 months to live.
Right. Yeah. We can wheel him out in the big throne. In 2 more years, we're gonna have to wheel him out in a bed or have him just hanging over the.
Wouldn't it be great if Ozzy would? No, I shouldn't say it like that. Wouldn't it have been something if Ozzy would have killed himself?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That would have been wild.
Truly went out like Ozzy.
But also, Ozzy isn't scary. It's the whole I'm the Prince of Darkness.
The Osbournes changed all that, really.
100%. He used to be a lunatic, and you heard the stories about he'd throw a poodle out into the crowd and until they killed it, he wouldn't start playing, and then he'd have everybody spit in a cup and he'd drink it and all that stuff. Which, listen, he did some wild stuff.
Yeah.
He did the urine and snorting ants and doing all that stuff with Motley Crue.
The bat thing.
The bat, which he didn't know was a real bat. I thought it was a plastic bat.
But then when you get to the Osbournes, you find out he's just goofy house dad.
Exactly.
Which is probably what they're going for, but
Who
still.
can barely hear what anybody's saying.
I think I just talked about this recently. I brought it up that I was watching him on what's that guy's name that was on after Letterman? Tom Snyder. Tom Snyder. Tom Snyder had Ozzy on one time, or maybe it was the guy from NBC, Costas, one of those shows, and they were talking to Ozzy. This is before the Osbournes, and they were talking about him being scary, and they go like, "What's the scariest thing?" And he's like, "Oh, the scariest thing was Jack. When Jack was little, Jack came running to him, and Kelly came running to him and said, Jack got hurt. He cut his face, And he said, and my son had a scrape on his face from here to here. And I go, it's not a big deal. It's just a scratch. And then when Jack went to talk, he opened his mouth and his whole cheek opened up. And Ozzy said that was the scariest he's ever been, the most scared he's ever been in his life. And I thought, but that was the first time. It was before the Osbournes. It was the first time I ever saw Ozzy as a father.
Just
you know what I mean? Just
normal,
talking.
yeah.
He was talking normal, and he said, I've never been more scared in my life than when that happened. And I was like, oh, he's just a father.
Well, the clip that they were watching from the first season was Ozzy trying to figure out how to use the remote for the TV.
Those are the best.
And he's yelling for Jack. And he's like, why can't I just have a goddamn TV that works? And he's just sitting there just trying to watch TV, and he can't get it to work because he's got this super expensive TV.
Oh, that show is so great, man.
Yeah, it's good.
Who would be like the next? Who else's family would you want to watch?
But that's it. They've been trying to capture that ever since Osbournes was on. It's just,
Gene Simmons had one with his kids that was garbage.
Yeah, but that was too fake. That was what they did. The Osbournes, they threw in a couple of things to make them do, but it was for mostly just watching bumbling Ozzy.
Right.
That was great.
It was a drug addict that was totally scrambled from years of doing drugs.
And he's family man,
and he's known to be like the Prince of Darkness type thing. Whatever. Yeah, that whole thing. Whatever. Now let's check out his family. And see what it's like.
I don't think you can. You can only catch that one time.
That was lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
Somebody was a genius.
Oh yeah,
somebody had to convince them to do that too.
Right. Could you imagine them after filming the first thing? You can't even understand what he's saying.
Yeah, this is
nobody's
never gonna
watch this.
Yeah.
It's just some old guy stumbling around and yelling for his wife.
It holds up. Go back and watch it. They're all on YouTube.
I remember I asked John Bon Jovi. I go, hey, I interviewed him around that time. I go, you know him? Are you by any chance watching the Osbournes? And he just goes, Sharon. Of course I am.
It was huge, man.
My brother had a regular bar before the strip club and stuff, and we did watch parties there.
Yeah.
And people, I mean, it was packed just to watch a TV show.
When did the Osbournes first debut? First season.
All right. Don't say it. Let's think.
Let's see. I was still up there. So
I was on 1010. That was 90.
You want to feel old. Oof.
It came out in 99.
2001.
You're both kind of close. March 5th, 2002 was when the first episode aired. 2002.
Yeah.
Carmen, what were you, 2?
In 2002, no, I was 11.
Oh, really? You're old, man. You're getting old.
Old, yeah.
Oh my God.
It is. Maybe you shouldn't do the paddling.
You're going to hurt your back.
I'm still younger than you, so.
Let Monica do it.
Way younger than her, or what?
Way, you say.
I'm kidding.
Well, there you go. That is it for news.
Carmen, I'm excited to be out there
Yes,
for our Bone Bash weekend.
I am too. I think the beach bash is going to be a lot of fun because of us.
I just checked the schedule. I'm ready to roll.
You know what?
I am only concerned about the late night hootenanny. The rest of it should be fine. Yeah. The rest of it, we should be okay.
Well, good news. You have an acoustic bass.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, Josh is running by Dean, so he's going to pick you up.
Oh, boy.
This is legit now.
He said he was going to get me a djembe. I don't even know what that is.
The big round thing?
I don't know.
Maybe it's a guy named Jim.
Oh, man.
It's Michael Bay's brother, Jim.
Galvin is doing...
It's like a little it's like little conga drum things.
Djembe demonstration.
Oh, get out.
Saturday night. Oh, yeah. You wear it on, you hold it, you put your arms through the thing.
You see the they had like the drum circles on Clearwater Beach, and the guys are thing.
Yeah.
I can see Galvin doing that.
Well, good luck, Djembe.
No thanks.
The Djembe player has a brand new open letter. We're going to do that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. The Bay has elite wings, but whose are the best?
Tell me likey. Tell me want wingy.
102.5 The Bone and Stella Artois are on the hunt for the Bay's best wings. Visit one of the participating restaurants and enjoy a Stella Artois with some wings. Then scan the QR code and vote. The restaurant with the most votes will be crowned the best wings in the Bay and be featured on the Mike Calta Show. Plus, you can win cool Stella gear just for voting. For details and locations, visit theboneonline.com. Thanks to Norton's Dunedin, Varsity Club, Meg's ICOT, Brewlands, and Dunedin Smokehouse. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
A check of traffic congestion in Hillsborough County on I-4 West from beyond US 92 to I-275. Also, Pinellas County, construction, State Road 688 East beyond US 19. The right lane is blocked. And that's your Tampa Bay traffic.
Ready, aim, drone. Join All-American Gunslingers in Newport Richey Saturday, July 26th for the first ever indoor drone shoot with Lightwing. Prizes, raffles, and fun. This is a ticketed event. Get yours at aagunslingers.com.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a Farah fight. Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
If you ever find yourself inside the emergency room, surrounded by these sounds, by these voices, by these machines, may you find our team of expert emergency caregivers at your side.
You're gonna be okay. Just grab my hand.
This is the power of the human spirit. Advent Health ER, 24/7 access to convenient emergency care. Go to theerexperts.com for locations near you. Advent Health. Feel whole.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Imagine clutching your chest, gasping for air. A heart attack strikes without warning. Your loved ones panic, powerless to help. Your life changes forever or ends in a single terrifying moment. Mike Calta here for Lifeguard Imaging. That's why I've been telling you for years, get scanned. Heart disease claims millions of lives annually, often with no symptoms. Don't let that be your story. You could feel fine today while deadly plaque builds in your arteries or cancer silently grows inside you. And by the time you notice, it may be too late. It doesn't have to end this way. Lifeguard Imaging's high-accuracy CT scans detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer often before symptoms ever appear, giving you the chance to take action and do something about it. A 5-minute scan can mean the difference between life and death, between years with your family or a preventable tragedy. Don't wait for symptoms or pain. Take control before it's too late and take the guesswork out of your health. Right now, when you join Lifeguard Imaging's Legacy program, you'll get a second membership for 50% off. Give it to your spouse, your sibling, your best friend, or someone you just want to protect. Trust me, the peace of mind is priceless. Visit lifeguardimaging.com today. The scariest thing you can do is nothing at all. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
Have you heard about lab-grown diamonds and maybe considering that option for your engagement ring? Before you go down that road, get the facts at International Diamond Center.
I could not sell a lab-grown diamond to one of my customers and feel that I gave them something that has retention of value.
IDC owner Keith LeClaire says he won't sell you a lab-grown diamond because they're being mass-produced by the millions.
Come on, I'm no rocket scientist, but you know the value can't be there.
Keith says even though the lab-growns appear to be inexpensive, a lot of retailers are still making obscene profits on them, buying them cheap and then marking them up 6, 7, even 800%.
I do not want to make extra money on selling a lab-grown. I'd rather take less profit and sell Mother Earth diamonds.
Don't make a mistake you might regret later. Get the facts from the area's trusted diamond experts at IDC.
I'm just trying to warn people what's coming. I can't sell a product I don't believe in.
International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, Sarasota, and online at shopidc.com.
Hey, Josh, what's with all the fans? And what are you doing with our cooler? It's as hot as heck in here.
I know. The AC's out again. I'm converting our cooler into a makeshift portable AC unit.
You just ruined our new cooler. Why didn't you just call Climate Design Home Services?
I called the other guys. They can't get to us until 2 weeks from now. I'm sure they're all booked solid.
Josh, Climate Design Home Services can install AC systems typically the same day. They have licensed HVAC, electrical, and plumbing crews to take care of our entire home. And right now, we get our choice of a hot water tank up to 50 gallons or a whole home surge protector when we install an AC system. We can finance it too. Plus, they have over 1,500 five-star reviews and service the entire Suncoast region.
Okay, I'll call now. In the meantime, if you're looking for the ice, it's in the cooler.
Ugh.
Call Climate Design Home Services today and get cool air fast. Go online for offer details at climatedesign.com or call 727-295-1572.
We hear it every day.
I'm a safe driver.
Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Summer is here, so if you're thinking about selling your home, now is definitely the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP. Make the most of your summer by selling your home with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You can skip all the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly without the stress of showings, open houses, or the costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed all-cash offer allows you to sell your home in as little as 21 days and move on to the next chapter of your life when you're ready on your timeline. Bone listener Lori said, quote, Mark Spain Real Estate was great. They had our house sold within 3 days and kept us informed of everything that was happening. Mark Spain Real Estate was wonderful to work with, and I would recommend them to anyone looking to sell, end quote. With over 13,000 five-star reviews, you can trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home stress-free and for the most money. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL-HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone.
My brother called me yesterday.
Yeah? Did you answer?
I did. Years ago, my brother, who lives in Land of Lakes, he had an air conditioning company put in a unit for his home. So yesterday, when his air conditioning unit went out and it was broke down and it was hot outside, he called that air conditioning company and they said, I have no air. And they said, we can get somebody out there on Friday. And they said, Friday? How the hell am I supposed to live in this state, in this hay? I said, I got it. No problem. I called Dan at Superheat and Air. Somebody was out there within an hour to his house and got his AC back working. That's how it works. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's none of this. We can get out there on Friday. You've got to be kidding me. There's nobody. You tell me that right now, I'm starting a fire. I'm doing something. I'm going to a hotel, and there's no way I'm staying here. If you have an AC problem, you call Superheat and Air, and they are out there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And now Superheat and Air combined with plumbing. They also have plumbing now. So if you have an emergency in the plumbing department, nobody's going to tell you have to wait till Friday. They'll send somebody out there immediately, and that somebody will be a certified plumber, and they'll be there for all your plumbing needs as well. So now you know you got air conditioning, you've got heating, and you've got plumbing all taken care of by Superheat and Air. And if you haven't had your AC tune-up done, you can do it right now for $29.95. You can go to superheatandair.com and schedule online. They'll come out there and they'll do a free diagnostic on your, or not free, a $29.99 tune-up and a diagnostic on your unit. And then if you do need a repair, if you're having some problem, they'll just take that $29.95 and apply it towards your repair. But if not, you're all set up for the summer. And make sure that these summer months will go on now until probably about November. That's usually when it starts cooling off a little bit around here. Make sure your AC is kicking and blowing cold air all the way through the end of the year. Super Heat and Air and Plumbing. Superheatandair.com for all of your needs. Don't wait till Friday. Call them today. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What else?
We have a little bit of a problem.
What's wrong?
My computer, my mouse is not working, and I can't scroll to see my open letter.
Oh.
I mean, I have it done.
You're going to have to wing
it. No.
Wing it. You can wing it. Wing it. You can do it.
Will the arrow cursors let it move?
Let me see.
Or that doesn't have a touchpad on it?
Oh, yeah. But it's not even...
Use two fingers. Oh, that's mad.
It's not even showing the arrow anywhere.
Oh, boy.
You know what I mean?
Can you restart it? Restart the computer?
Oh, I don't have the save, though.
Oh.
You tried pull the mouse out and put it back in?
I did, yeah, but it's not even red. I think it's not even showing the thing.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Did the battery die inside the mouse?
Is there a battery in there?
No, not if you're plugging it in.
No, come on, Joe.
Joe,
Hey, man,
here's
I'm just throwing it out there.
Hotmail.
Why are you trying to help?
He hotmailed it.
I guess.
Oh. What are you and Dizzy doing this weekend?
I don't know. I'm sure something.
You guys are best friends now.
Yeah.
New Spanish.
Yeah.
How long before Dizzy's on Sad Weirdos?
Oh, I hope that does not happen. I mean,
do you think Spanish would ever come back on the show?
No.
No.
None of you?
No.
No.
Not to work here, but I mean like to visit he still works at the station. So we do have like a relationship. We're not to the point where we're like, although the more stuff we hear, the more it's been getting pretty bad around here. But Carmen, you haven't heard. Oh, should I just say it?
No.
Sure.
I mean, if he's putting it out there, right? Like,
is he?
Did you hear it from
a pretty reliable source?
Okay, but not from Sad Weirdos.
No. All I know is Sad Weirdos. All I know of Sad Weirdos is that they creep up in my YouTube feed every once in a while, like the shorts. So I watched one the other day because, again, I'd like to point out I don't hate Spanish and I don't hate Shark or anything like that. And they're still doing their show here on the station, and I respect that. Well, I don't really respect it, but you know what I'm saying. Like I let them do their own thing. And I don't mean I don't respect them. I don't like the show. I think it's stupid, and I think that the idea that those two losers are trying to teach people stuff. I mean, they're two guys who've done nothing, and trying to get. And but one of them is a complete and absolute mess, and the other one is I don't know.
They haven't done. I mean, Shark has not done nothing.
What has he done?
What do you mean?
What?
He ran 97X for like 20 years.
And where is that?
Oh yeah, but I mean. I wouldn't say he hasn't done nothing.
But I didn't really mean in business.
I thought you meant like career-wise.
No, I meant like for what the kind of stuff that they deal in. You know what I'm saying? Like the mental stuff. Like he's not a mental health counselor. He's not a therapist. He's
Right,
not, he's got,
degrees.
like who is he to give advice to anybody? But I guess he's not really there to give advice. He's there to discuss. That's why this really has none of my business.
Yeah, but I think they kind of sell it like that. That's the whole vibe.
But then why do it? Then you just got whiny guys. They just call the show whiny guys.
I feel like the idea is just to have discussions and talk about things.
And like the more you hear, like for a man, the more you hear other guys talking about their problems, it may make you feel more at ease to talk about your problem.
Like, hey, these guys are talking about it. I could talk about it too.
But I feel like correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel like the correct way to do that is to do what we do. I talk about I have talked about everything from the fact that I take Lexapro to weight loss surgery to fighting with my wife to wanting to kill my wife to, struggles with raising children, depression, anxiety. Like I have panic attacks. I've discussed everything in my life on the air.
But not into detail. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I don't want to bore everybody, which is what it becomes, a big, boring wine fest.
But that's how you feel.
Yes.
There's some guys out there that need to hear the details to go into their psyche to like look
Which is why I'm not like, that show shouldn't be. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah,
I guess there's an audience for it.
I think if you're in that headspace, you're seeking that out.
Right.
Yeah. It just baffles me that the guy who I think is suffering the most from mental issues is the one out there doing the show.
Right.
But maybe he's not. Maybe there's somebody else who's pinned up all of their problems in history and just, and they don't know how to express it or they don't feel like they want to express it.
Yeah, but I think what Mike's point is nobody's taking batting advice from me. I've never played baseball.
Right.
I don't have no idea. Nobody's taking diet
worse
tips
than
from
that.
a fat guy.
It's worse than that. Nobody's
Right.
taking batting tips from a guy with one arm.
But are they giving tips or are they just talking about their problems?
Well, then that's just a big wine fest.
Right.
But
Boo.
But like
sad about something.
But also I feel like their mindset is like if one guy hears their show and seeks out therapy or goes and talks to his wife about a problem that he hasn't been able to, in their mind,
Then it's worth it.
it's worth it.
Yeah.
If they just help one person.
You're also void of emotion.
Yes.
I wouldn't say void, but it's certainly
pretty close.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why that is.
I mean,
I don't know.
You talk about killing your wife very freely.
Right.
And in
Because,
detail.
but let's be honest. The reason why I do that is because I'm obviously joking. There's no.
Wink,
there's no.
wink. Why?
I mean, if she dies, she dies. But
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't want to kill her.
If she dies, she dies.
Right.
I'm just saying. I'm not going to really kill her. That's the joke. If she's to get swept away by a wave at the beach this week, what am I? I've been by myself this whole time, Karen.
Oh, really?
And
They're still
I'm here-
at the beach?
They're at the beach until this weekend. I'm here just by myself.
Are you
I mean,
bored?
Joey's here, but Joey's not hanging out with me.
Right.
Yeah, I'm lonely. I laid in the big bed by myself yesterday. I was like,
Isn't it so weird? Like when someone's there and you want to be by yourself, you're like, I wish they just leave. And then they leave and you're like, oh man, now I wish they were here.
I mostly miss my daughter, but I feel like she doesn't want to hang out with me either. So
Yeah, those days are numbered.
yeah, oh no, it's
they're
over.
gone.
Yeah.
They're gone. Everything Carmen said about my daughter happening in her life has already happened.
Dude, I told this age, it really happens overnight, man.
Yeah,
Like
she is
she's going
she's
seventh
with her
grade.
friends, and she's starting to wear like fancy clothing and straighten her hair, and it's becoming a nightmare for me. The other day, I had to yell at her because her butt was hanging out of the back of her shorts.
Yeah.
And my wife gave me, that's how they all wear the shorts. I go, not my daughter.
Yeah.
That's all those words. Come out of my
I
mouth.
tell my wife to tell them.
That's what I try. I
'Cause
said to my
wanna
wife.
I don't want to make it uncomfortable. So I'll be like, I'll say to my wife, like, hey, you need to tell her that that's not appropriate.
But again, now you look back on like when we were in school, girls weren't allowed to wear tank tops, but boys were. So what are you saying? My shoulders are the problem? It's not the creepy guys that are staring at them. So why don't we teach boys and men not to be creeps? Where, you know what I mean? It's a very unfair. I'm just saying.
Shoulders is one thing, but when your ass cheeks are hanging out under your shorts, that's a problem.
Listen, I'm with you. I get it, but it's it basically has to start from scratch to build the foundation where the foundation.
Save this for sad weirdos.
Yeah.
You're the one who brought it up.
This show likes shoulders, buddy.
I
We're
don't
looking
want
at girls' shoulders.
I can't have my daughter being a hussy.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Listen, sometimes the sexy shoulder's not bad to look at.
Right. But if you're, told from a young age growing up, oh, don't show this, don't show that, and then you get body complex and dysmorphia from it.
Is that what happened to you?
To me?
Yeah.
No, it's been years of you calling me fat one day, and the next day, oh, you look good. And then the next day, get on the scale, fatty. You're not allowed in here. And then 2 weeks later,
It was a very small room at the time.
yeah.
This is the original Sad Weirdos.
Yeah, it's just
Carmen.
years of mental abuse.
What do you think has done more for society? Me making you get on a scale before you came in the studio, or sad weirdos? I've changed. Changed society for the better.
I think those are about equal.
Wow.
Did nothing to nobody.
All right, so you want to hear the dirt?
Yeah.
So somebody that I know that knew Spanish very well during the time that he worked here said that he used to come home and complain about everything and about how he was treated here, and said he was, and you're going to hate this the most, because he said he does everything. He did everything. And they said, really? And they said, yeah. He said, who do you think writes Galvin's news? You think Galvin writes that? I
No, he did not.
Yes. And for this person to say this to me the way they said it, they would have no idea how to make that up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, like they would have to say it.
Right.
I thought that is
Because everybody knows I write Galvin's news.
exactly.
Well, I said to Mike, I go, having you notice I haven't had news for the last 7 months.
How did you learn how to do it since Spanish left?
Hey, do you have a mouse over there?
I do.
Can you see if I can plug it in, whether it'll work this? Because I'm not getting anything out of this thing.
All right.
And I was going to text Cernak, but I think I have to be connected, right? Or does it matter?
Yeah. To the network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming over. Oh. Sorry. So, yeah. So that's why I always, because I'd love, don't you think it would be, you want to talk about a therapy session? Wouldn't it be great? I would even let Shark and Spanish come on the show at the same time, and Shark could
be a support.
he can mediate the whole conversation. Yeah, because I would want to say to him, this is what I heard, that you were saying this. But can I say the other thing that you said?
No.
Yeah, but there are things like that I'd like to bring up that I've heard that he said and say, why would you say that? Like, what is the truth behind that? What did you think was the truth? And maybe that's why you're so angry.
But
because
again,
you believe some of these things.
But this is the other thing you have to take it into account. We know Spanish. Will he ever own up to it? One, because that wasn't his forte. It usually took a little bit to drag stuff out of him.
Right.
Or will it be, I was in a bad headspace, I was just ranting? Or will it be, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think.
There's
like
ranting. They're saying Carmen was being really bitchy. That's ranting.
Right.
Saying what some of the things that Joe is saying to me is him making up stuff.
Right. But also in his head, it was one ranting, but also I don't think he'd ever be like, no, I know. Like, if we ever got him, had him on the show to talk about it, I don't think he'd ever own up to either saying it, one, or believing in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just, knowing him, he wasn't really good at telling the truth up front. It usually took a little to get
I love that we don't want to call him a liar. We're like, he wasn't good at telling it wasn't his forte to tell the truth. Yeah.
Got to be careful. I don't know what we can and cannot say either. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's sad, but I'd like to see it happen. I'd like to see it. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Good. What's happening?
Good, man. Good. A couple of things. How is it so bad on the weekends where two non-therapists are giving therapy lessons? That's number one. You know what I mean? Like, those two, because I've heard it, it's awful. I mean, awful.
Yeah, look, I get it, but a lot of the weekend programming is awful. But I think that they're, like Gio pointed out, they're not giving out therapy. They're not giving out advice. They're just sharing their stories and their situations.
Are they though? Do we know? I don't know. I don't know because I don't listen. But does this guy listen?
Heard it. No.
Do they give out advice?
No, I don't. I'm sorry, Galvin.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Galvin. It's to interrupt you. But yes, no, you're right. I'm not saying all the time, but 10% of the time, I've heard it. Just intermittently because my station is set to that. So if I get off work or whatever, and then I'm working on a Saturday, and I go in, and all of a sudden it's on. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and then I'm listening to it. And people will call in, and they'll say, "Well, you have to really believe in yourself. Your heart is everything." And I'm like, is he really giving advice? What is he doing? I mean, I've never been to therapy, but is it kind of on the same lines of that? I did
and
hear the programming is so bad on the weekends.
I did hear Shark say, and I appreciate the call, sir. I did hear Shark say to a guy, "Hey, I'm not a therapist, but this is my opinion." So, it's responsible.
The idea is to get people to call up and just share their stories.
Right, which is so awkward to me. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Mike, how you doing? This is Ben. Which Coopy do?
What's up,
I don't
buddy?
know about you guys, but I'm super excited about the beach bash. I'm super excited to see Mr. 30-year shoot from every angle on the pool table. I'm worth $1,000 to get up on the stage, roast with Johnny B.
Who is that? Is that Mo?
Mo.
I haven't been listening, but I hear there's great controversy about Mo doing stand-up or not doing stand-up. Yesterday they were talking about it again.
Yeah, he said he had to stop from being with his lady just to get on the phone, just to be able to answer John Stenning's call about the roast between him and Johnny B. And he said he'll do it for $1,000 purse plus $1,000 to get up on the stage just to show up.
Yeah, Mo hasn't gotten paid $1,000 to do comedy ever in his life. I'm excited to be out there, sir. We'll see you out there, but there's no way.
Was Mo saying something about being good at pool, or is he saying in the pool? Or?
I'm not really sure what that was.
By the pool?
I think it's by the pool. And also, that's just Mo's way of getting out of it. Because he knows no one is going to offer him $1,000 to do that.
Right. And Johnny B is a comedian, and Johnny B will do comedy wherever there's a microphone and wherever he's allowed to talk to people. And if that's 5 people or 500 people, if it's at a beach, if it's at a mall, if it's at a comedy club, if it's at an arena, Johnny B is ready to go.
And this is why I'm not doing anything. They can't afford me.
Oh. Yeah.
All right.
You're on the list.
Yeah.
You're on the list.
I'm not on the list.
You are on the list.
Carmen tells me I'm not on the list.
You're on the
It
list.
doesn't count.
Yeah.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Can't afford me.
Hey, what's up there? It's Medicine Man.
No. You should call Sad Weirdos on Saturday. That'd be the best thing you could do. Galvin, where are we at on your?
So nothing's working, and I can't even shut it down. I'm trying to do Control-Alt-Delete. Like, none of the buttons are working. Anything.
No.
I just text Cernak, but I'm also not on the network, so it's not like he can get on
Jump
there
on
and
your computer
do
there.
secret stuff. So I have no idea.
What is it, just a Word
Push
document?
and hold down the power button until it shuts down. All
Yeah,
right.
hold it down. Oh boy,
And it should auto save.
Carmen, I got a new piece of equipment in the studio.
Oh, really? For
I got-
what?
So normally when I talk to Cody Tucker or anybody on the computer, I have to turn and look at the computer that they're on. So I bought a new monitor, and the monitor goes right below the camera. Can you see me now?
Yes.
Am I looking at the camera?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I'm not though.
Oh,
I'm looking
okay.
at the monitor, and the
Well-
monitor is right below the camera.
It does. When you're looking at the monitor, your eyes do look kind of close.
Right. But I mean, I
But
can do that. I can do this and look at the monitor and do both.
But before he was turning his
Yeah.
head, it
Right.
doesn't look nearly as sexy.
Right.
Now I
Yeah.
can give you a little of the eyebrow.
Right.
It's that side profile.
Right.
You can see the back of the head.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So hopefully we get that fired up by tomorrow, so you can have my sexy straight on view.
I thought Joe hooked it up yesterday.
No.
No, I did not. Gio.
No.
Why'd you think that?
I saw you guys fiditzing over there.
You actually said the words were, "I will bring a flashlight in tomorrow, and we can do it tomorrow." Where's your flashlight?
I didn't bring it.
You don't have a flashlight at your house?
No.
I do. I tried to hook it up yesterday, Joe, and I went back there and took all the wires apart and reset it up, and
Joe-
it's still not delivering to both. So I had to order that other piece.
Gotcha. Joe, you know you have a flashlight on the phone Mike pays for, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm aware.
Wow.
I
Thank
got
you, Carmen.
Oh, okay.
Paid extra for that flashlight.
Do you know that today is not trash day,
No,
and there are no dogs here?
no dog.
What did you do today?
Yeah, not much, Michael. I mean, I could just.
I will never make you full time.
All right.
Did you do video?
Well, I mean, it depends on how you look at it.
Let's take a break and see if we can get into the open letter when we come back.
My computer is restarted.
All right.
So
Oh,
let's
we're
see
back,
what
baby.
happens.
We're
Well,
back.
I don't
baby.
know. I don't know.
Maybe a brand new open letter next on 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
A check of traffic congestion in Hillsborough County and I-4 West from beyond US 92 to I-275. Also, Pinellas County, construction, State Road 688 East beyond US 19. The right lane is blocked. And that's your Tampa Bay traffic.
Ready to step into a healthy and active lifestyle? Come to the Good Feet store and experience the difference. Discover how a simple step can lead to a life of pain-free possibilities.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Tight on cash? Say less. McDonald's under $4 McValue menu comes through. Indulging your sweet tooth or craving something savory? Tired of the same old, same old? Pick from your favorites like a creamy vanilla cone for $1.50 or a small frappe like rich caramel or chocolatey mocha for just $3.50. Quick snack breaks to late night cravings and everything in between. Mickey D's comes through. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
It doesn't matter where in the world you are, when you eat McDonald's fries, you're home. Day or night, rain, shine, good day or bad, there's something about golden, crispy, medium fries that feels like everything is going to be okay. And now I can get them for free when I spend $1 on any order in the McDonald's app. A deal so good, might as well pair with a classic Quarter Pounder with cheese or the iconic Big Mac. Get a little taste of home with Mickey D's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through 7/31/25 at participating McDonald's. Valid once a week. Must opt into rewards. Excludes tax.
It's summertime, and unless you're at the pool 24/7, it's too hot to do much outside. Am I right? And that means you and your family are probably spending a lot of time indoors, doing crafts with the kids, getting paint on the floor, eating drippy popsicles, and stains on your carpet. That's why summertime is a great time for expert cleaning help from Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. Those drips and drops and stains are bound to happen, and it can easily get out of control. Thankfully, Zero Res can clean it like it never happened using their ZR water technology. No harsh soaps, detergents, or chemicals. After all, a clean home is a healthy home. And because Zero Res doesn't use all that dirt-attracting soap, you have zero residue and your carpets stay cleaner and fluffier longer. You have to take advantage of their summer sale for 15% off carpet, air ducts, area rugs, upholstery, tile, and grout, all for 15% off. Just mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today. Book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com and ask about Zero Res commercial cleaning too. Zero Res, all they leave is clean.
Are you ready to go from looking for a job to landing a career? Hillsborough Community College has the tools to reach your goals. Our fast-track workforce training leads to exciting careers with competitive salaries. You'll find accessible, affordable programs with convenient schedules that fit your needs. Our dynamic learning environment features expert faculty and leadership opportunities. It's time to change your life. At HCC, we'll get you there. Register now at hccfl.edu.
So many people want to buy a home, to plant roots, to stop renting, to build wealth. But life throws obstacle after obstacle. I get it. Interest rates went up. Prices fell out of reach. And for many families, even those who've outgrown their current home, they're stuck just watching the market climb. But here's the truth. The market has shifted. We're now in a buyer's market, and that changes everything. Sellers are more willing to cover your closing costs, make repairs, even negotiate price. That means you hold the cards right now. So, how long will you wait? When's the right time? It's now, and I'm here to help you win. I'm Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger on 102.5 The Bone. We're a direct lender, so no middleman, so you always get the best rate and terms. Call me now at 813-213-4009. That's 813-213-4009. Or apply online at WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com.
During the month of July, Renewal by Anderson of Tampa and Sarasota has a huge summer sale. You buy 4 windows or doors, you get the 5th for free. Plus, no money down, no payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Renewal by Andersen. Go to bestwindowsflorida.com. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Superior products, exceptional service.
My name is attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom show. I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air Sansoni, at 813-361-0874 or online at sansoni-law.com. Offices, Tampa.
As a law enforcement officer, safe roads are one of my top priorities, ensuring everyone can get home safely each day. Some never will, due to aggressive driving, being distracted, or speeding on the roads. And too often, that results in the toughest part of my job and the longest walk in my life. I'm so sorry. I have some very sad news to share with you.
9 people will be killed on our Florida roadways today. Don't let it be you or a person you love. Buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get everyone home safely. A message from Florida Department of Transportation, Target Zero. For more information, visit targetzerofl.com.
The heat is on, and when the heat is on, your AC is on. And when the AC is on, your money is gone. But Solar Bear has a better way to cool down your bills. Go solar now and get 12 months with 0 power payments. That's a full year of energy on the house, literally and figuratively. Solar Bear is Florida's trusted solar company, locally owned, going 10 years strong, and backed by thousands of 5-star reviews. Stop letting the power company cash in on your summer, and more importantly, stop renting your power from the power companies. Call Solar Bear or visit solarbear.com and own your power before prices rise again.
Keeping your engines healthy means protecting them in season and out. Experts trust Stable to do that, and third-party testing confirms it. Stable is the industry leader in preventing fuel-related issues, no matter if you use it in your car, boat, or outdoor power equipment. In season or out, at every fill-up or when you store, start with Stable.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
1025 The Bone and Stella Artois are on a mission to find the best wings in the Bay. Vote at the Galley, $5 Drinkery, Pinellas Park, and Sunset Grill. Scan the QR code. Vote, and you can win Stella swag, beer, bragging rights. You decide. Go to thebestwingsinthebay.com for details.
We now return to Tampa Bay's most listened to morning show, The Mike Calta Show. Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
.51 of the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. If you're looking to sell your home, you know what to call Jeff Borum and teamborum.com. Right there, it says it for you right there in the name, teamborum.com. There's an entire team of people powered by eXp Realty to sell your home and get it in front of the most eyes, create a demand for it, therefore getting you the most money for your home. Now, why is it important to pick Jeff and his team? Not only will they work for you from start to finish, but Jeff actually lives here in the Tampa Bay area. A lot of these real estate agents that have been promising you the best in Tampa Bay don't even live in Tampa Bay. How are they doing that? They didn't grow up here. They don't know the area. They don't know it like Jeff knows it. They're trying to do it from another city and another state, and that just doesn't work out. When Jeff is here in the Tampa Bay area, grew up here, and knows it better than anybody else, that's why he's the number one real estate agent in all of Tampa. If you're looking to sell your home and maximize it, get the most money for it, let Jeff and his team do that for you. And if you're looking to find the home of your dreams, and that may not be easy, you may maybe have been, I know before I bought this home, we searched for almost 3 years trying to find the right home, the home that's going to fit your family, your future family, where you want to raise your kids, what the school is. They handle all of that stuff for you, and they do it without taking all the stress out of buying or selling a home. And if you're in one of those situations where you've already sold your home, but you didn't buy the new home yet, relax. They deal with those things all the time. God forbid you had a death in your family, you're going through a divorce. There's a lot to handle there, and Jeff and his team deal with that stuff all the time. Just reach out to them,
Team Borum, Borham. You could just Google Borum. It'll come right up. TeamBorum.com. Hit them up online and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. And congratulations again to Jeff, who for some reason thought it was smart to get engaged.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, she must be a wonderful lady.
Sure.
I mean,
some people...
you don't hear about a guy wanting to kill his wife and then still decide maybe I need one of those.
Yeah.
But some people actually love their wives and don't want to kill them.
Surprising. I'll be honest with you. I love my wife. I actually miss her that she's not here. Imagine if I killed her. What I would do? I mean, I'd be so bored. I'd be
Don't
so
take
bored.
the polygraph.
No. In all seriousness, though, yeah, she's not back until Saturday. So, ladies, I'm available. No, I'm joking. I'm just saying I got nothing to do until Saturday. Until somebody calls me and asks me to do something, and be like, "Oh, I'm so busy."
Yeah,
that's what's going on. We've figured it out. We fixed it, ladies and gentlemen. I present to you a brand new open letter from Galvin.
And now, an open letter from Galvin.
This is an open letter to people that love to get involved. Dear people that love to get involved. Seriously, you see it all the time. People that have nothing to do with the situation, butting in and sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. Sometimes it ends with absolutely no resolution. Sometimes it ends in a screaming match. And sometimes, just sometimes, it ends with my favorite, violence. Is there anything better than someone getting involved in something they have nothing to do with, only to get knocked out in front of everyone? You could easily just kept your mouth shut and kept walking. But now you're laying on the ground in pain, bleeding from your face, and some random dude is standing over you, videoing you with their phone, yelling, "You just got knocked the F out." Only later to post it to social media that video will now outlive civilization. Congratulations, idiot. I love people that want to get involved with stuff, but don't really want to get involved. Translation, they just want to argue with people because they think they know better, but don't actually want to do anything to ever help anyone. Yeah, all of a sudden, your Aunt Linda, who doesn't have custody of her own kids, is somehow through Facebook going to solve peace in the Middle East. Get over yourself, Linda. Mike has made reference to it a bunch of times on the show. One of the most powerful things I've ever learned in my life is the power of nope. It works in almost any situation, and it can save you save yourself a majority of the time. Hey, buddy, can you? Nope. I need gas money to get. Nope. I'm trying to get back to my family and said it. Nope. Nope will save you time, money, and quite possibly your life. When you see kids fishing and you want to say something, just tell yourself, nope, and keep doing whatever you were doing. You see two people fighting, and you think, I should help get involved. Hit yourself with a nice nope and keep on walking. If you see a guy running from the cops and you think, I'm going to be a hero and help stop him. Nope. But then again, Peter Parker said nope and then found his Uncle Ben dead on the street. So I guess just do whatever you do. I don't really care. I'm Galvin from the Mike Calta Show, and this has been an open letter to people that love to get involved.
So a couple of things. One is one time I was in Miami. I was working in downtown Miami, which is like your typical downtown anywhere. And people started screaming, and a guy started running. A guy snatched a woman's purse and was running down. And I go, okay. As he comes towards me, I'm going to bend down and just bang right into him.
Yeah.
I mean, he was running at me full speed. And I bent down, and I turned a little bit, and I went, nope.
Yeah.
For a second, I went, why would I do that? Who cares?
Yeah.
And I just went, whoop, and I just walked away and never found out what happened. The other thing, I was just talking about this yesterday. I don't know. Did I talk to you about it or because you brought it up? I live in an area that has a little bit of a lake between me and the golf course. It's more of a pond size, but it's an offshoot of something else. There's a little bridge in my backyard that goes over it. Every once in a while, I look out inside and I see some kid that isn't mine and isn't Connie, my neighbor's, fishing down by that lake. And I go out there and I say something to him every time. I either say, hey, did you catch anything? Or, hey, just be careful, there's alligators over here. Other than that, what would make you get mad at a little kid fishing?
It's amazing.
I've seen so many videos of people yelling at people who are fishing, or like especially little kids.
Little kids putting chalk on a sidewalk.
Yeah, that hose just hoses right off.
Yeah.
And most of the time it's in front of their own house.
Yeah.
Kids fishing to me is the most American thing. Just kids with a stick and a hook and just going down to the lake and seeing what kind of fun they can get into. There's like the cutest thing. And when people get mad at that, I don't understand that at all. What? Tell me.
Listen, the only thing I could think that would make like me mad or worried about that is, one, kids are dumb and they're messy. If they're leaving their bait and lines and hooks out on the ground, and
then you have a reason to be annoyed,
right? But it's like more of a concern. But obviously, I'm not gonna scream at a kid. I'm gonna keep my dog away from there.
If you're mostly concerned with your pet and that happening, then maybe go out there and go, hey, kids, how's it going? Hey, just do me a favor. Make sure you clean up all this stuff when you leave because I got my dogs out here. That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's no reason. Like, if I look out and I see kids in the back fishing, I go, I hope they catch something. I can't. I don't. And I'm a jerk off. A lot of things I do, I'm like, why am I acting like a jerk off? I've done things where I've said, boy, you're being a real jerk off. I can't understand why that pisses people off.
I would agree. Leaving a mess would be the only thing I could think that would really be a problem.
Right. And that's a lesson that sometimes you need to teach a kid, too.
That's being courteous, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes they're kids and kids do dumb things.
Yeah.
But say, hey, guys, last time you were here, you left a big mess. Can you just make sure you take it with you? That's it. And you can talk to them and then teach the kids a lesson because sometimes kids don't know. Their parents may be dirtbags. They don't know.
Do you ever see the video of the lady? And I think I'm trying to remember it correctly, whatever, that the people had their dog off leash, but the dog was right with them and had like total recall where it's not doing anything.
Right.
And she's like, you have to have your dog on a leash. You have to have your dog on a leash. And they're like, the dog's fine. It's not going to do anything, whatever. And she's yelling at them and she's going to call the police. And then she runs out into traffic and calls the dog to try and get the dog
to go into traffic.
To go into traffic to get hit by a car.
What
and
do
be
you
like,
care about so much?
Is that crazy?
That's psycho.
Yeah.
That's psycho.
Yeah, that's psychotic.
You have mental problems and you're just trying to involve yourself in anything. If you feel so concerned that you have to say, you have to have your dog on a leash, okay, then keep it moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But trying to call a dog out into traffic.
I gave a guy money the other day for the first time in a long time.
Oh.
I know. Listen, how's
Raj doing?
Raj is doing great. So far, so good.
Yeah.
No. He's doing his work. I was at a gas station. I pulled in the gas station, and I could see the guy. He was just kind of stuck at the pump. He wasn't doing anything. He was kind of fiditzing over there. And I got my gas, and I saw him like deciding on whether or not he was going to ask me. And then finally he just said, hey. And I said, all right, I know it's coming. So I gave him a couple of bucks. And he immediately went inside and paid for the gas and came out and pumped the gas. So I think, you know what I mean? I don't know. But I do know that one of two things happened. One, that I helped the guy who needed gas and got stuck that day. That made me feel good. Or this guy needed money for something so bad, even if that money was drugs, that he was willing to stand out here at the gas pump and act like he needed something. You know what I mean? Granted, I hope it wasn't the drug part, but if it was, it was. I just felt bad. Like I felt like either way, his day got a little better.
Do you feel worse? If you gave him the money and he did need it for drugs and he got his drugs and then he went and stabbed and raped somebody?
Yes. I would feel awful.
Yeah, exactly.
I would feel awful.
Yeah, I mean, you never know.
You made me do this.
Well, he was
I fueled it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just nope. I mean, like as soon as you start talking to me, hey, is there nope.
Was your motivation for the open letter Nick Tarnasky, who used to play for the Lightning?
Bang!
Yeah.
So great.
Was it or no?
I don't know. I did see that, so maybe that was in my head. Yeah.
The golf fight that we put up on Instagram yesterday, that was happening on the golf course, where the drunk guy got in the guy's face, and the guy ended up being an ex-NHL player, Nick Tarnasky, who beat the snot out of him.
By the way, there's so many things about that video was unbelievable. The fact that guy saw Nick and saw his size and still continued, thought that, the guy was drunk out of his mind.
Yeah.
But a couple of things. The hockey move is such a good move.
Oh, yeah.
The grab the shirt, push away, pull back is a great move, especially if you have that size on him.
Right.
Because Nick had that size on him. He's taller and big, whatever. So the guy came at him. He pushed him back, held onto his shirt and pulled him in, and then was yelling bang while he hit him. Somebody on the comments wrote, yelling bang while you're punching someone is such a flex.
The guy kept coming back for more, though.
Unbelievable.
Back, yeah.
And then his stupid friend was like, hey, leave him alone. And then Nick was like, you get out of here, too.
That last toss when he throws him is
the toss is great. I don't think that I tried to think about this yesterday. I don't think that I ever got into a fight drunk. Like where I was drunk fighting.
Yeah.
Like I think I would just be smart enough drunk to be like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, especially the first time whenever he basically pushed him into the pond.
Yeah.
If a guy is that strong that he pushes me back 25 feet into a pond, I go, sorry, bro.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't go, all right, well, I'm going to get some more of this.
I'm soaking wet now.
Yeah.
Let me go get another piece.
Yeah.
I can win this fight.
Yeah.
Like, once you get wet, you're done. Right?
The fight is
That could be
over.
the rule.
It's a good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm in the pond and I'm soaking wet. I've lost this one.
Yes.
Galvin and I almost got into a golf fight one time.
Yeah.
Like
With each other?
No, not with each other.
Okay.
We were on the same team.
We were golfing in a charity golf tournament, and Galvin hit a ball further than he'd not hit a ball super far the whole day.
I said, I'm not going to go. And Mike goes, there's no way you're going to hit him. And I go, yeah, you're probably right. And then I crushed it.
No.
He didn't hit them, and he yelled four, and then
It went
we
down by them, though.
and we waved it off like we were like, hey, sorry about that, whatever. And then they started hitting balls back at us.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
A lot of angry bros on the golf course.
So many. So many.
Don't worry. We made such bitches out of them. Because everybody wants to fight from 300 yards away. But then when you drive over there and you're like, okay, what are we saying now? Then it becomes an entirely different story.
Like, I don't golf, but when I see that video, the guy I feel like that's happening every day on every golf course.
Oh, yeah.
Just angry, drunk bros who are like,
And you got angry, drunk bros. You got people that don't want anybody else out there, and they think they own the golf course, and they know all the rules, and you're not following the rules. Yeah, just there's so many different things.
grumpy old men, grumpy old ladies.
Yeah. It's not doing very well.
Yeah.
They're shooting, higher than they normally shoot, so they're mad at everyone.
Who was it? It was me, you.
Pete?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, so you had a wall of guys.
Yeah.
So we drive over there, and one guy was wearing a hat, and I took his hat off and threw it on the ground. Just to be, because, we didn't want to fight, you know what I mean? But the best part about it all, you remember how it ended? The best part about it all is they finally apologized, and they were like, all right, we're sorry, and nobody wanted to fight, and they were like, okay. So I walked over there and I got in the golf cart, and the guy goes, I'm sorry, dude. And I was like, okay, I get it.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, yeah, but you're in my golf cart. And I went,
Like you're going to take it.
I was going to steal their golf cart. I was like, all right, well, that's it. Yeah, it's mine now.
Yeah.
And I took your cart, bitch.
Yeah.
I am always amazed that the entire time that I've been on this station, I've been on this station a lot. I've been in this market, but I've been on this station for 19 years.
Mm-hmm.
That no one from my past has ever called. Like one time, a guy called up. There's been two instances. One time, a guy called up and he said, "You were on stage at Livestock, and you got hit in the head with a lemon." He's like, "I threw that lemon," and I didn't believe him because I had previously talked about that story, and I think he just piggybacked off it. I don't believe it. There was no way to verify. One of the first times we did Under Oath, a guy called in and sneaky asked me if I was sleeping with his girlfriend back in the day, and I said yes, and I didn't know it was his girlfriend. He was like, "Hey, did you ever bang that chick?" I go, "Yeah." "Why do you ask?" He goes, "That was my girlfriend." I go, sorry. That kind of thing. But I'm surprised no girl that like Pete and I have had some wild. Like I'm trying to think how I could say this. Pete and I had a girl come over one time. Pete had her come over, and she ended up doing things, and it got crazy. And I'm surprised like somebody like that girl never calls in and says, "Yeah, one time I came over and you and your other fat buddy were doing things to me." You know what I mean? Like I'm just surprised it ever came up. But then like today, I think about there was one time where I got my ass kicked by a bunch of hillbillies in Brandon outside the Gold Club. And those guys never call into the show like, hey, man, we listen to the show every day. One time we beat your ass outside the casino. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wonder, none of that repercussions ever come back on the air.
The funny thing is, the guys that we got into a fight that I started on the cruise about USA.
Yeah.
I used to run into them at least once a year.
Really?
Yeah. For like 7 years, they'd be like, hey, do you remember us? USA. And they'd start chanting. And every time they'd be like, I'm so sorry about that. But even then, they're like, no, man, his girlfriend was a total bitch. It was her fault. And I was like, exactly. USA.
Yeah, I'm just surprised nobody's ever like, I'm going to call this bitch and tell him I beat his ass outside the Gold Club.
But chicks don't want to talk about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like sometimes we'll talk about stories about me and Pete, and so I'm surprised some chick doesn't call and go, hey, I was that girl, or whatever.
Yeah,
or I'm
but
surprised the girl who made me the cookbook doesn't call in.
Now they're in their 50s. They've got kids and a family.
Right. Well,
and
they don't have to say who they are.
They're not talking about their one-night stands when they were 20 years old.
As they're dropping their kid off at school.
Yeah.
Hey, I was Fat Linda, or whatever her name is.
Right. Yeah.
Fat Lisa.
Fat Lisa.
Yeah. I met you guys on an Ebor, and I went home and did a bunch of crazy stuff and never saw you again for 25 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like nobody that's,
Yeah.
It makes sense to me why women wouldn't call
Right.
But
but like I don't know. I just think it's like
the dude stories
funny.
of fights, but the women's stories, like most of them probably have lives now. They're not, running around in their 20s having fun.
Or they suppressed that memory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, maybe it was a good memory, Carmen. Why do you got to say it like that?
I mean,
You don't know. Making me sweet love to me and Pete might be fantastic.
Remember when the two chubby guys took me home to the bar? That one night stand? That was great.
You know how much therapy she had to go to try and forget that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I never get that. Like, I never get anybody calling in and go, I think about that, and that was the worst decision I ever made in my life, ever. Like, or the best decision. Or, hey, nobody thinks this would be good, but it was fantastic.
Hey, I was telling my husband that I banged that guy back in the 90s.
We did have a guy call in one time, going under oath, and asked that. He's like, I think you might have hooked up with my wife before we before I was like, oh, yeah.
Some girl calls in and says, that was my 9/11. You Twin Towers.
Never forget.
I thought you meant portion first. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah. Look, ladies, I don't blame you. I understand. I understand. All right. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll play a game. We'll give some stuff away. Carmen said we had a lot of stuff this morning, including tickets to see Offspring this weekend. We'll do that when we come back with a little what? What can we play? We'll decide during the break. Right. We'll surprise you. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. 102.5 The Bone and Neutral are sending you to see one of the biggest bands of this or any generation. Oasis. Live in California. Oasis. Head to theboneonline.com now for the locations of QR code posters near you. Scan the QR code on the poster and you can score a flyaway to see Cage the Elephant open for Oasis in California, including airfare and tickets. And that's not all. You also get a pair of front row tickets to see Cage the Elephant at the Baycare Sound Clearwater on September 17th. Don't wait. Visit theboneonline.com now to find the location nearest you to register. From 102.5 The Bone and Neutral, keep it tasty. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Traffic. We have a crash in Pasco County on the Suncoast Parkway north before mile marker 18. The right lane is blocked. Congestion in Hillsborough County on I-75 north from MLK Junior Boulevard to beyond mile marker 262. And a crash Hillsborough County, US 301 north before Rodine Road. The center lane is blocked. And that is your Tampa Bay traffic.
Guess what? The power companies raised your rates again. And guess what? They're not done. Go solar with Solar Bear and pay nothing for the first 12 months. Beat the rate hikes from the power companies and keep your cash. Visit solarbear.com.
There's no such thing as a fender bender when it comes to motorcycle accidents.
More than 80% of crashes result in catastrophic injuries. Injuries that require experienced attorneys ready to fight for you. We are, and we will.
Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Mike Calta for my friends at Lifeguard Imaging. One moment you're living your life, the next you're being told you have cancer, or your heart just stops. No warning, no second chance. Some of you have worked your whole life, saved smart, and planned for the future. Retirement should be your reward, but instead of traveling or relaxing, you're in a fight for your life. And here's the terrifying truth. Heart disease and cancer are still the top 2 killers for men and women. And most of the time, they strike without a single symptom. But there's hope. Lifeguard Imaging's high-accuracy CT scans detect heart disease and hundreds of cancers before symptoms appear, and the doctors tell you it's too late. Early detection gives you the opportunity to do something about it. It's quick, painless, and could literally save your life. I got my scan and the peace of mind. You can't put a price on it. And right now, just for Bone listeners, when you join Lifeguard Imaging's Legacy program, you'll get a second membership for 50% off. Give it to your spouse, your sibling, your best friend, someone you want to protect. Don't wait until it's too late. Go to lifeguardimaging.com today. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar tonight, 7 p.m. Embassy Suites, USF, 3705 Spectrum Boulevard in Tampa. 1-800-875-PASS. CamtechSchool.com.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are 2 very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor.
We hear it every day. I'm a safe driver. Then in an instant, it happens. A car crash. And you remember, for over 25 years, 1-800-ASK-GARY has helped over 350,000 people find the legal and medical help they need to get the settlement they deserve. You remember 1-800-ASK-GARY.
I'm honored by the number of referrals that Bernetti PA gets from others in our legal profession. We have represented clients referred to us by other law firms and even represented judges. They've called us. Why shouldn't you? Call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
It's officially time for Zero Res's annual summer sale. Take advantage and get 15% off all cleaning services. That's 15% off carpet, air ducts, area rugs, and more. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today or book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
Downtown St. Pete got a whole lot thirstier. It's the grand opening of Thirsty First at our new location on Central Avenue. Catch the UFC fights, groove to a DJ, or relax in the upstairs VIP lounge. There's something for everyone. Come check out our new vibe. You're going to love it. Thirsty First.
Let's talk about these potential looming tariffs on cars, because there's 2 things you can do to avoid the hit. Number 1, buy now from a dealer with a huge inventory like Stingray Chevrolet, because every vehicle that's on their lot now or in transit is pre-tariff. But if you do end up buying a vehicle, if and when these tariffs hit, there's another guaranteed way to offset the price increase, and that is don't pay a dealer fee, because that fee can cost you an additional $1,000 to $1,500. And believe me, most dealers are for sure going to continue to charge it, regardless of the fact that their customers are already going to have to absorb the price increases caused by tariffs. Not at Stingray Chevrolet. Because of their no dealer fee policy, you automatically will save $1,000 to $1,500, and that, my friends, is a great way to offset any potential tariffs. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4, exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, it's the Mike Calta Show.
.16 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 1025 The Bone, 800-771-1025. Tomorrow we continue the Mike Calta Vacay Payday. Your chance to win $1,000 starting at 8 o'clock. And don't forget, July 18th to the 20th, Neutral presents the first ever Bone Beach Bash happening at Sky Beach Resort in St. Petersburg. An event that's sold out in a matter of hours, but is open to the public. Hotel rooms are booked, but the actual place is open to everybody. It is free. All you need to do is worry about paying for your own alcohol and your own food. But everything else, you party with everybody, with me and this show and John Senning and JP and Drew and Mo not doing comedy and Johnny B doing comedy and Pitbull Toddler and Matt and Zach and Carmen on her paddle boards and the whole deal. All of that is happening July 18th to the 20th at Sky Beach Resort, presented by Neutral. And looking forward to meeting and hanging out with everybody and being out there. I think you're going to get a lot of Pitbull Toddler fans out there, a lot of cruise people, passengers out there, people that we kind of all know. But then I think there's going to be a whole slew of new faces that listen to the station that we never see, and that's what we're looking forward. Well, we're looking forward to all of you, obviously.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. So, all right, Carmen.
Yes.
Let us play a little Redneck Bingo.
Okay.
You better redneck-ignize. It's Redneck Bingo.
Truck, jeans, beer, girl, creek, boots, truck, tan legs, train, dog, beer, Dixie cup. Got a beer in my beer and a Chevy in my truck. Got a dog at the wheel, cut off jeans truck. Dirt road, back road, beer, moonlight, red, white, and blue, girl, Friday night.
We're going to try something a little bit different.
All right.
I'm going to do all new country. Keep that in mind, because all new country, although meets the same kind of situation where they do the same words every time, the same kind of situation, but there are some new things you can add in there. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stand by.
Yeah, like we're not looking for dirt right now.
Maybe,
but I'm thinking new country, it's more pop.
Maybe. So. You never know. All right, let's get our first contestant on the line, and this is Mark. Mark, good morning. How are you?
Morning. Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
Mark, the artist is Tyler Childers. What are we going to hear from Tyler Childers?
God.
All right. Galvin?
I'm going to go night.
Gio?
Girl.
God, night, girl. Carmen? Sky? You love the sky. And Joe?
Love.
All right. God, night, girl, sky, and love. 1 minute on the clock for Tyler Childers. This song, I don't know what it's about. I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right. Is called Onita? Onita. 1 minute on the clock.
The Oneaters.
God, night, girl, sky, or love. Here we go. You got 1 minute.
Back before
night. Night right again.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Is that what he said? Yeah.
Back before
back. Sorry, sir. False alarm. Back before was the word. Here we go. Back in action.
Days were something she dreads. Back before children had settled her friends. Back when the radio spoke to her heart. Oh, girls, there you
go. Boom. Yeah. Eventually. Boy, that is some whiny old country stuff, huh?
Usually it's more upbeat.
Huh?
Like for new country?
Yeah.
The new stuff's upbeat.
I don't know. I never listened to it beforehand, so I don't know. But congratulations, sir. You're our first winner of the day. I'm going to put you on hold, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Good job.
I like
Good
that
job.
twang.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, it bugged me.
Oh.
It made me feel bad. All right. Our next artist is, let me see. I want to make sure. Our next artist is Tanner Adele. Tanner Adele. Galvin, what do you have for Tanner Adele?
Tanner Adele is going to sing.
Tanner Adele.
They're going to, can I say like a certain day, like Friday, Thursday, Saturday?
Sure, day of the week.
Like day of the week.
Day of the week. All right. Calvin goes with day of the week. Carmen?
Bar.
Bar.
He's going to go to a bar.
Gio?
Lovin'.
Lovin'.
Okay.
Joe?
Whiskey.
The old whiskey. All right, let's go to Mike and find out what Mike wants to add to that. Mike, good morning. How are you doing, sir?
Good morning, sir. Thank you very much.
The artist. Yeah, go ahead. What do you got?
Can I say creek, river, or stream, or no?
We'll give you that. We'll give you a small body of water for sure. The artist is Tanner Adele. We've got day of the week, bar, lovin', whiskey, and a small bottle of water, like a body of water, like a creek. This is very confusing. There's a lot of buttons for me to push. All right, 1 minute on the clock for Tanner Adele. Here we go.
What's the name of the song?
Giddy Up, George.
Oh. This doesn't sound like
Let too many cowboys get a lasso around my heart with their late night drunk muscles. Yeah, I was seeing stars. Keep a lighter in my clutch. If I'm stressed, I'll just smoke up to forget your perfect face. And that I like you so much. I'm tired of being the one that always loses. But I know I ain't the kind of girl you're choosing. All these daydreams are getting way too frequent.
Does that count?
I'm sorry, sir. You are not a winner. Yeah, sorry about that. It's funny because
it's cut off.
It's cut off. All I see is George.
Giddy up,
George. All right, so we did not get a winner there. Let me pick another artist, and we will try this again.
I got to tell you, if this is a new country's going downhill.
Oof. Galvin, I'm going to give you the choice.
All right.
Cooper Allen or Colby Acuff.
Colby. You got to go Colby.
Colby Acuff?
Colby Acuff. That's the beginning of Colby Acuff. All right, Galvin, what do you got for Colby Acuff?
For some reason, he's going to say sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Gio?
Baby.
Baby. Sweet baby. Joe?
Boots.
Boots. All right. Carmen?
Riding.
Oh, you guys are right on. Let's go to Adam. Adam, good morning. How are you, sir?
Doing good, sir. How are you?
All right. The artist is Colby Acuff. And so far, we've got Sweet, Baby, Boots, and Riding. What would you like to add to that?
Let's try Love.
Love. How sweet. Colby Acuff sings a song called Average American. That average American may fall in love, sir. You got 1 minute on the clock to find out. Here we go for Redneck Bingo on the Mike Calta Show. Sweet, Baby, Boots, Riding, and Love. All appropriate words. Here we go.
Ain't it funny how two strangers ended up like this? We're just living at your mama's, two kids raising kids. Well, it's not what you expected, but it's just the way it is for an average American. Spend $60,000 on degrees we don't use. Yeah, you never see it coming till it's happening to you. Then all of a sudden, out of the red, white, and blue, you're an average American. Another six-figure family packed in a minivan, maxing out our credit cards to go to Disneyland. When the kids grow up, maybe we can learn to fall in love again.
Just at the last second. I was just about to press the button. And you got a love squeezed in there, sir. Actually, at 1 minute and 6 seconds because we had to go over because there was a little bit of a guitar intro.
Okay.
So congratulations. You are our winner.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, buddy. I'm going to put you on hold. Carmen will grab you during the break and we'll hook you up with the prize. What did he say that they spent $60,000 on?
Degrees they'll never use.
Oh. They don't sound like they have degrees. Yeah, they're living it.
By the way, awful. Do you go in writing that song thinking that anybody's going to want to listen to that garbage?
It's more folk country like that.
Yeah.
It's more like, I actually thought it was really good. Not that I want to listen to it, but it told the story at least. I felt like it was good.
It's easy listening.
But I don't want to listen to it.
It's also easy writing. It's like the same song everybody's ever written.
It's a typical country song, which is why we play this game. I mean, that's just how it goes.
Boo.
You say boo. Speaking of poo, is anybody here from Ric Flair?
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's doing better.
Yeah?
That's what I saw.
Good.
He put some stuff on his social media. He was working out in the gym.
Oh, man, back in the gym already.
Yeah, I guess he's all good to go. I think it's skin cancer he's dealing with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Too much tannin?
I imagine.
I don't know. Oh, I don't, what?
I just saw a video the other day, and it said me trying to convince my friend to go to the casino with me, and it's Ric Flair with Shawn Michaels, and Ric Flair's just going, come on, come on, and yelling in his face.
I can't. I wish I can go to the casino.
You can.
I can't.
Yeah,
I
solo
can't.
trip to the casino.
The CFO will never release the funds.
Oh, come on.
You ain't got funds tucked away somewhere?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, a little hidden money.
A little here and there.
Oh, you got to have a little money on the side.
All right, you convinced me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe.
What else are you going to do?
Go to Superman.
Oh, today?
I can't believe you didn't get me in Superman yet.
Me?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
Talk to Sam Powell.
Carmen, how do I get in with Sam Powell to go see Superman?
I don't know. I thought Gio had that connection.
It's Colin Powell.
Get me Colin Powell on the phone.
I'll DM him.
All right, we got to take a break. If you'd like to get through, I'll take some phone calls before we get out of here today. 800-771-1025. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 1025 The Bone.
You're listening to The Mike Calta Show. 1025 The Bone. Where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Traffic. We have a crash in Pasco County on the Suncoast Parkway north before mile marker 18. The right lane is blocked. Congestion in Hillsborough County on I-75 north from MLK Junior Boulevard to beyond mile marker 262. And a crash Hillsborough County, US 301 north before Rodine Road. The center lane is blocked. And that is your Tampa Bay traffic.
Save time and money with mobile service at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They come to you and perform on-site simple repairs or routine maintenance. Schedule mobile service with Jerry Ohm today. Online at jerryohm.com. Tampa is Ohm country. See dealer for complete details.
At Brandon Honda, we have lenders for every credit situation. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now at Brandon Honda, get zero down deals on any new vehicle in stock. Plus, make no payments for 90 days. And we'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. We have over 600 vehicles to choose from and over 50 lenders, all competing to get you the best deal possible. Get your guaranteed credit approval at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-280-0850 for more information.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. Well, we have completely eliminated the dealer fee. This will automatically save you up to $1,500. So do yourself a favor. Ask the dealer, what is your dealer fee? You have a choice, because at Stingray on I-4 in Plant City, there is no dealer fee. So when we say relax and enjoy the difference, that difference can save you a lot. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call us now. $30 billion was set aside for meso victims. And in most cases, your claim is settled out of court without a jury trial. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
At Advent Health, we know your heart. Find nationally recognized heart care specialists at FloridaHeartExperts.com. That's FloridaHeartExperts.com.
It's officially time for Zero Res's annual summer sale. Take advantage and get 15% off all cleaning services. That's 15% off carpet, air ducts, area rugs, and more. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today or book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
You or someone you know thinking about buying a home, tune in to the Lone Ranger radio show Saturdays from 11 to 12. Make no bones about it. It's the place to go for no-nonsense mortgage and real estate advice.
Register to bid at Mecum.com for Mecum's Florida Summer Special. Open today through Saturday, July 12th at Osceola Heritage Park with 1,500 muscle cars, classics, Corvettes, trucks, exotics, hot rod, customs, and more. That's Mecum.com.
I can't think of anyone who really loves moving off the top of my head, but I do know that Good Greek Moving and Storage has dealt with your unique situations before. Don't get overwhelmed. Go with the company that is entrusted by multiple professional sports organizations. Even if you moved yourself and you need somebody to unpack, Good Greek can do it. Seriously, it's a one-stop shop for anything moving related. Get a free moving quote by going to goodgreek.com.
Hey, it's Captain Zach Stern from Tampa Bay Fishing Radio. It's heating up, and I'm not just talking about the weather. I'm talking about Rivard Buick GMC's quest to be the #1 GMC dealer in the country. With the help of customers from Tampa Bay and all over the state trusting Rivard for the purchase of their new vehicle, they're closer than ever to that #1 spot. To ensure Rivard Buick GMC gets that #1 spot, they have over 1,000 vehicles in stock and the biggest discounts they've ever had, like up to $14,000 off MSRP on new Sierras. Visit RivardBuickGMC.com today and take advantage of their hunt to be #1. GMC, we are professional grade.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Ever find a deal so good you think, should I tell my friends or keep it to myself? That's Kohl's Summer Cyber Deals. Styles for sunny days, home favorites for your space, and more. All at prices you'll love. Plus, earn Kohl's Cash. Discover new deals daily and get free shipping. These deals are too good not to share. Once you've stocked up first. Shop Kohl's Summer Cyber Deals now. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offers end July 10th. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
1025 The Bone and Stella Artois are on a mission to find the best wings in the Bay. Voted locals, Whiskey Wings, Largo, and $5 Drinkery Seminole. Scan the QR code. Vote, and you can win Stella swag, beer, bragging rights. You decide. Go to thebestwingsinthebay.com for details.
Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive an all-cash offer and move when you're ready. No showings, no open houses, no stress. Call 855-299-SOLD or go to markspain.com and start packing.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
We now return to the Mike Calta Show on 102.5 The Bone.
It is 9:34 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone, 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. Oh, man. Now, Caitlin Clark comes back tonight?
Yes. She's missed like 8 games.
I think I'm going to do that more than I am going to go to the Hard Rock. I'm going to put a bet on that game. Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
What do I bet on, Galvin?
You want to bet on her?
Yes.
I'm looking right now. Hold on.
See what the line is for her.
Okay.
I think it had her. I think it had her at 2.5 3-pointers, which is pretty low.
Oh, that is low.
Because last time when she came
She
off
likes to
injury,
light it up.
she lit it up and then got hurt again.
2.5. That's great. That's easy.
Yeah. So
if that's what it is, I'm taking that.
She's definitely going to shoot more than that.
Her points are over 16.5. That's at minus 125. Her threes are 2.5. Over 2.5 is minus 135.
So what? What do I got to bet?
So if you were in her assists are 8.5, which she's pretty good, but you could always alt. Let's see, do they have down or up on that?
Yeah.
So if you did 7+, I know it's only minus 475.
I always go assists and 3-pointers made.
Okay.
And then I'll put like who's going to win.
All right, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who's going to win.
Well, they're playing Golden State, which they lost to them last time. So.
Oh. Well, I don't want to take that chance. I just want to bet on her. She's the solid bet.
Well, if you want to
I'm going to go over threes.
Over on assists.
And over on assists.
All right. And that would be plus 225.
So I bet 100.
You win 325.
All right, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, no, I don't like the way you said that.
Well,
I too am going to do that.
I'm telling you right now that the WNBA is so unpredictable that it's wild. But that sounds like a decent bet for her.
Okay. All right. Now I'm nervous.
She's back, baby.
What was wrong with her?
Groin injury.
Oh, how? She doesn't have a wiener.
Well, I mean, there's still muscles there. Not wiener injury, it's groin.
She heard her doink.
I saw a video of her the other day, and she was signing a Funko Pop, though, I would assume of her, that a little kid gave her. And I think there's something about her that's weirdly attractive. I think it's because of her confidence, I think, how girls find not good-looking guys who are really confident attractive. Mm-hmm. You don't think so at all?
I
huh?
don't.
Yeah.
And it's not, it's not something that she needs to be judged on or anything. She's a great basketball player.
I know. You just don't think she's attractive.
Yeah, I just don't find her attractive at all. Just, great ball player.
What about Sophie Cunningham?
Oh, yeah, Sophie Cunningham.
Yeah. What about it?
Yeah.
Bayou Barbie.
Bayou Barbie. I'll tell you the hottest one is, what is her name? Oh, man.
Gretchen Wieners.
She signed with Reebok. I want to say Porsche, but it's not Porsche. It's something like that, though. Let me see.
No one knows.
Cameron Brink?
You could even say it wrong and nobody would know.
No. Dejanay Carrington. Dejanay Carrington.
And what'd you say, Porsche? Dejanay is not a real name.
It's a mustard.
Really?
The mustard.
Yeah.
By the way, look at her. Hold on. Let me show you.
Dejanay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It went off. But yeah.
She's where it's at.
Okay. All right. I like that. That's way sexier.
Yeah. Oh,
and then
yeah.
you mix in Dejanay on top of that.
Right.
Even better.
All right.
You see Angel Reese, he smacked the clipboard out of the coach's hand, and everybody's all
out of the coach's hand?
Yeah, she was coming off the court, and they go to hand her the clipboard, like a clipboard, I guess, to see the player. Something she smacks out of their hand.
She's got anger issues.
Yeah,
Competitive.
All athletes do that.
Yeah,
I've seen Brady smash things on the sideline all the time.
The iPad and stuff.
People are like, oh my gosh, she's horrible. She smacked. Like, come on.
I'm watching the LSU, the money game on Amazon right now. And it's all about the highest NIL athletes that were
insane.
at LSU, Livy Dunn, Angel Reese, a couple other people. And they talk about that a lot, how like females get called, aggressive or bitchy, or they lose their temper. They look down upon when they are.
When guys do it, it's competitive.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Brady grabs the iPad and smashes it on the sideline. Oh, it's so awesome. He's the GOAT.
Right.
She knocks the clipboard out of the coach's hand coming off the court.
How
and she's
dare she?
She's garbage.
What a bitch.
Yeah. Like, come on. They're competitors.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Yeah.
No. Mike Calta Show, hello.
Good morning, Mike. How are you guys doing?
Good. What's up, buddy?
Question about one of your commercials. It's a local Chevrolet dealership in the area. I won't mention the names, but we kind of know who they are. And you advertise that they're going to eliminate or to buy the vehicle before tariffs set in. Well, last time I looked, isn't a Chevrolet made in the USA?
It doesn't matter. They still get tariffs are still applied to different things and different parts that come from other places and causes the prices to fluctuate.
Yeah, I could see that. Okay, that's all I wanted to
That was burning in your mind.
Yeah.
That was burning in your mind where you're like, I got to call and find out. Yeah, exactly.
See you later.
Exactly. What do they hope to get out of that? Like a gotcha moment?
A gotcha moment, yeah.
100%. Yeah.
I don't. What an idiot.
Yeah.
You're an idiot. You said that and you're wrong.
Liar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the commercial says nobody really knows what's going to happen with the tariffs. So before it kicks in, you might as well go do the right thing and go to the place that's got all the cars already here on the ground in stock and ready to go.
Maybe
that's all it tells you.
Maybe you have less money from groceries to spend on a car.
Yeah, the tariffs are affecting everything.
Yeah.
And it is a place that has no dealer fee, and that no dealer fee is helping you save what could be about $1,500 on a car, and that happens at Stingray Chevrolet. And if you've driven by the big store on I-4, exit 22 in Plant City, you have seen that they have, you could see it from the highway, they just have a whole lot filled with cars, and then they have another one behind it. And what they're saying is, we have them in stock, so rather than worry about the tariffs and all that other stuff, just come on by. But it was clearly burning a hole in that guy's heart, and he was like, this will be my big in. This will be the way that I get to call into the show.
They'll probably give me the show.
Yeah, you can have it.
Maybe give me a car.
Yeah.
Is that Medicine Man calling on line one again?
Yes.
Why?
He really wants to talk to you.
He probably thinks that something's wrong with the phone.
Maybe he saw Superman. Hello. What do you need, Medicine Man?
Nothing. Why are you cutting me short so today?
I got other things to do. You're not the only one calling the show, you know.
I know. I went to a concert last night, not to see Hatebreed.
Oh,
you did? I thought you were going to that.
No, it was too late.
Where was that? At the Orpheum?
Janice.
Oh,
Janice Live.
And how did you get there? And who got you the ticket?
A friend named Matt.
He bought you the ticket, or he drove?
He drove me there. Somebody gave me a ticket down there anyway.
Somebody just gave you a ticket?
Yeah, a lot of people had extra tickets down there. It didn't sell out. There was maybe about 700.
Oh.
Yeah, but how did you get your ticket?
Medicine Man.
Somebody gave it to me.
Like how? They walked up to you, or you just walked around and
I have an extra ticket you need. They just gave it to me. I was at the local, yeah.
Hilarious. That is so hilarious.
Have you been to the Medicine Man?
It just happens. I've magic. And this guy, Matt, he's a retired Coast Guard guy. He owns a yellow Corvette. We drove down in it.
Just you and Matt in the yellow Corvette.
Yeah.
Two bros.
Convertible.
Two bros. Yeah. What were you going to say, Gio?
I was saying, have you been to the Medicine Man Facebook page lately?
No, I left it.
He is celebrated there like a god. A legend.
Well, good. I'm not against that. I think that's great. I'm also glad that he got the ticket for free.
Everybody describes him as local legend, and they post their pictures, and they can't believe they got to see him.
I believe the group is called Medicine Man, Myth, Legend.
Yeah. I mean, he is really celebrated over there.
You have a lot to live up to, Medicine Man. There's a lot of people counting.
I know. I got over 2,300 members on that thing, too.
I know. Have you figured out a way to turn that into money yet?
I got to have somebody show me how to do that.
Yeah, well, ask Matt.
I need Matt to just show me. He's a computer freak, too.
Yeah. All right. Well, is this good? Did we talk long enough now for you to be happy?
Yeah, I know.
Hey, are you going to see Superman this week?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to see Superman the first day it comes out.
Which is when?
It could be today. It could be tomorrow. If they have an advanced screen, I'll go.
Yeah. Maybe I count on him.
In Oldmark.
All right. Well, if you get in today, let me know. I'd like to go see it today. Thank you. Thank you, Medicine Man.
If I go there, I'll probably eat at Mandela's Italian in the kitchen, too.
All right, good. Thank you, Medicine Man.
Okay.
Okay.
Legend.
Goodbye now.
All right.
Bye. All right. We rock.
We rock, yeah. All right, there you go. Oh, he's happy now.
Yeah.
He got a full phone call.
Would you go to the movies with Medicine Man if he had the advanced screening for tonight?
100%.
In a yellow Corvette.
In a yellow Corvette. Me, him, and Matt.
You got to pick him up, though.
No.
No? You got to pick
Can I
him
just
up.
meet him there?
He needs a ride. And he's got advanced screening tickets.
I'll wait till tomorrow. I'll wait till tomorrow. My father texted me. He said he'll go. He'll go tomorrow. At least I don't have to look like a loser.
All the reviews came out yesterday, and they're all pretty positive.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, I think that I'm going to come back in here and be like, it was great. It wasn't for me, but it was great. It's like a kid's movie.
A lot of the reviews I'm reading compared it to the second Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, where it's not as dark and serious. It's more comic book and,
No, Sam Raimi was a dark one, wasn't it?
No. It was Sam Raimi.
He was a Tobey Maguire one.
Tobey Maguire, yeah.
The third one was the emo Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
They were saying how like the Dark Knight and the Superman movies were like very dark and kind of grounded in reality.
Yeah.
Where this is more going back to just being fun. It's a superhero movie, more cartoony.
I want to see how I'm most excited to see how the rest of the superheroes fit into the world.
Yeah.
Like Superman, in all the Superman movies, except the Superman Batman one, Superman was the only person on the planet that had superpowers.
Right.
And even Batman didn't have superpowers, but he was the only person on the planet that had superpowers. He was the only mutant. He was the only alien. He was the only anything. And now you've got Green Lantern and Hawkgirl and Mr. Fantastic or whatever his name is.
I don't know enough about it to know the different things, but I read something, and I think it's Ultraman.
Yeah, Ultraman.
They reveal his name?
No.
Or something?
Fred? Oh, spoiler alert.
Frank?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. And then and the other thing I don't like is that they have too many people in there that have played other superheroes.
Yeah. I also read this one, no origin story. They just jump right in.
Right.
They assume if you're going, Superman. We don't need to tell you how it happened.
So do you want to hear something great? Do you know Richard, what is his name? Richard the drummer from Howard Stern Show.
Christie.
Richard Christie. So Richard Christie, did you ever hear his dad?
Yes.
Okay, so Richard Christie works on the Howard Stern Show, and his dad, he's from Kansas, and his dad will call and leave a message and be like, "Hey, Richard, it's your dad. We ate some raccoon this week," and they'll talk like that. and Richard would take them and play the voicemails on the air. James Gunn said that he was listening to it and he heard Richard's parents or his mother and father talk at different times, but he made Ma and Pa Clark sound like Richard's parents. He said in all the Superman movies, the father or mother are always played by burnt out Hollywood stars, you know, and they're always, he goes, but really the truth is they were two simple farmers from Kansas. And he goes, and I wanted them to sound like they were simple farmers from Kansas. He goes, and I heard Richard's dad talk and know he's from Kansas, and I thought that'd be perfect.
Did you watch Smallville?
Yeah.
Yeah, they say this has the vibe is more like Smallville.
But even Smallville, the father was John Schneider.
Right. Well, I mean, like the overall like vibe of the movie is more like Smallville.
Right. Which is good. I think that's as good.
Yeah, I think it's good to go back to that instead of just like the super serious, dark.
But even in Smallville, you just said Superman. Now this has got Green Lantern and all these other superheroes, and I don't understand how that all fits in. And I don't really understand who the villain could be if there's all these superheroes.
Yeah, I don't know.
And do they all work together? Or do they all fight separately? I'm very interested in this stuff.
Yeah,
I have to wait till Thursday to find out.
I don't know if I like the guy that's playing Lex Luthor either.
Well, I don't like him because he was Beast.
Yeah,
from X-Men.
X-Men,
and then the other guy was in X-Men too. The black dude.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was the one that he got killed in the X-Men.
Yeah, you're right.
One with Kevin Bacon.
The was it First Contact or First People?
I don't remember.
Galvin loves this conversation.
Carmen, I was going to say, you guys follow along?
I do now. A long time. I was waiting for you guys to say dump.
I got to be honest with you. I'm trying to find out what Ultraman's true identity is, and it's saying so many things that I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know.
I really felt like the show was over and we were just having a conversation.
I feel that way a lot during the show.
Like, are we still on the air?
Just carrying on.
I hope not.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, I'll go see it tomorrow.
It's going to be great. I think it's going to be great.
I'll wait until the mass public goes.
Better than F1.
Think?
F1 stinks. Sometimes I think about it, and as time goes on, I go, maybe it wasn't so bad. And then I woke up this morning, I was like, F1 stunk.
Yeah, you seem offended that people told you that was good.
Remember how many times you watched the Sopranos movie to try and see whether it was good?
Yeah. Still not good.
No. It's not.
Still not good.
I watched it twice. Both times I hated it.
We were so excited to watch that too.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait.
No.
Could not wait.
And they nailed it. They nailed it with the young Pussy. They nailed it with the young Silvio.
Fantastic
the young
casting.
Paulie. Yeah.
And then just blew it.
Blew it.
David Chase sucks. He's just an old.
You know why David Chase sucks? Because he's like Rick Rubin. He doesn't care about you. He's doing it for himself.
But like, if I got to see one more story come across my feed about what really happened to Tony in the end of The Sopranos,
right?
It's like over and over and over.
What happened to the end?
He died.
He died. He got whacked.
Yeah. And we saw it from his perspective.
Can I tell you though, looking back on it now and knowing that and doing that, it was genius and it was unprecedented in television, and it was great the way they did it. But really not the ending that we wanted.
No.
And I think we were all like, what just happened? Nobody. Is it his fault he didn't present it well enough? But not really, because when you look back at it now, and the door and the car and the Meadow walking in and all that stuff, you're like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, but you want closure. You want to know for sure. You don't want that. You figure it out what happened, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You want to see pan back, him laying dead, blood coming out. Okay, Tony's dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what you want.
Like Breaking Bad. That's how Breaking Bad ended.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why it was great.
Yeah. I always thought the whole point was you get this is what Tony's life is 24/7.
Right.
And you're feeling it for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And what it's like to be Tony.
But it had to be explained to you.
Right.
Because if you would have gotten that feeling, if he would have delivered it in a way that we picked it up on our own, it would have been great.
We know that now, but at the time it was like, what is this?
If he would have, you got to hit people over the head with it. If Tony would have said, do you know what my life's like? Do you know what it's like to be me? And then it switched to his point of view. Then you may have said, oh, okay, I get it. That's what he sees all the time. And that's how it ends, whatever. But otherwise, it was just like, did my cable go out? What happened?
Yeah. I need it to be spoon-fed to me like a baby.
I guess. But a lot of people do, and I do.
Yeah.
I don't want to finish your movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to write the ending.
The second most rewound DVR thing in the history of television
was Sopranos?
The Sopranos ending.
Yeah.
The first one was Janet Jackson's titty coming out at the Super Bowl.
All right. Two great moments in history.
Yeah. All right, the after show with Johnny B is up next. You guys have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll have the Open Letter Rewind in the morning. Louis J. Gomez will be here. He's in town shooting his comedy special on Saturday night at Side Splitters. We'll tell you how you can get tickets to that. I think that's it. Cordy Tucker tomorrow.
No. Today's...
Yes. Yeah.
What day is it?
Don't slow it down, buddy.
Oh, my
Don't
gosh.
slow it down. Let the week play out.
All right, just end the show.
Cordy Tucker and Louis J. Gomez tomorrow. We will see you then. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Superman.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. That's a...
I'm a fool. I'm an old, fat, stupid fool. That's why.
What's really going on in your life?
Let's shoot Uma in the vagina.
Mike, why are you doing this?
Cal, I have to go.
Oh, yeah. Faux shiz, genuine. What's up, homie?
Bushy.
Bye.
Shoot that thing, fat baby.
Eat me, Grayson.
Go smash your fruit in the hole.
I cried a little bit. You call me a monkey.
You're funny.
I love you, Spanish.
Check your panties.
Come down for moose soup after.
I don't even know how do I make something funny. I don't even.
Can you hear that whistle?
Next time you lose.
Fatty McFat.
My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's till I was 14.
Mike!
Show daddy your mean face.
Ooh, so scared, chubby wubby.
Genius!
That's it. It's over. That's all for today. Thanks for listening to the Mike Calta Show. Breaking summer news. All the rooms at the Sky Beach Resort for the Bone Summer Beach Bash are completely sold out. But good news, you can still come out and party for free. Neutral presents the Bone Summer Beach Bash. An entire weekend of awesome events and hanging out with all your favorite people from the Bone. Plus, it's absolutely free to get in. It's all happening July 18th through the 20th at the beautiful Sky Beach Resort in St. Pete, a bayfront oasis with a private beach at the southernmost tip of St. Petersburg in the Skyway District. No matter what you do, don't miss the Bone Summer Beach Bash, presented by Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. Special thanks to attorney Patrick Smith, The Brisket Shop, Wild Fork, and National Aviation Academy.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Hey, what's up? It's Gio. You know, most of these retirement plans you see online, they're generic. You just plug in your name, your birth date, you type in your income, and it just spits out a number. And that somehow is supposed to be your fill-in-the-blank retirement plan. But that's not a plan. That's just a guess. That's why Trajan Wealth is different. Their fiduciary advisors, they're going to actually sit down with you and build a real strategy around your timeline, your risk tolerance, and your goals. They're family-owned and based here in Tampa, and they're not earning commission. So there's no pressure and no awkward sales pitch. Give them a call today at 813-550-1000 or visit TrajanWealth.com to set up your free consultation. Your financial future deserves more than just a fill-in-the-blank plan. That's 813-550-1000 or TrajanWealth.com. TRAJAN Wealth.com. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC. An SEC-registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
Hey, Brandon Rhymes here. Top 1% Realtor team, Keller Williams Realty. Buy, sell, or invest in real estate, commercial or residential. 813-917-1894. ConsumerQB.com. 917-1894. ConsumerQB.com.
Oh, hi there. This is Attorney Patrick Smith inviting you to tune into The Bone this Saturday and every Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. for the Attorney Patrick Smith Show, where you can get all of your legal questions answered. So tune in this Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. right here on The Bone for the Attorney Patrick Smith Show.
Hey, it's Galvin for ArborWise Tree Service. ArborWise is a professional tree care company that is family-owned and operated. They do both residential and commercial, and they've been serving the entire Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. And it's not just some dudes cutting trees. They actually have several certified arborists on staff. No matter how big your job is, ArborWise Tree Service can take care of it. Now's the time to start prepping your property. Get your free estimate and consultation today. Check them out online at arborwisetreeservices.com or give them a call at 727-481-8081.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
NASCAR lives right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm.
This week, it's the Challenge Round 3 at the Toyota Save Mart 350 in Sonoma. Race starts at 3:30 p.m. with coverage starting at 2:30, right here on The Bone.
Race days Sundays, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay. Right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm Jeep Ram, #1 in the country. Guys with ponytails, girls that think they're models, people that don't know how to Google something, and of course, ventriloquists. No one is safe when it comes to an open letter from Galvin.
Seriously?
Hear a brand new open letter from Galvin live every Wednesday at 8 a.m. on the Mike Calta Show. And go check out all the past open letters from Galvin at theboneonline.com. Sponsored by Zero Res. Zero Res. All they leave is clean. 102.5 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning.